What's happening, everybody? How's it going? Think I'm gonna jack around, probably do some more mining. Oh yeah, she did try. My wife tried to play SC with me, and she lasted about 2 minutes before she got motion sickness. I'd like to thank everybody who subscribed. I reached 100 subscribers this afternoon. Appreciate all your help. Looks like I need a little pump of life. Get that helmet back on before I kill myself. Let's see this. Alright, let's go for a ride.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Let's go for a ride.
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? Yep, just doing a little streaming. Alright. 12. vape died. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. My vape died. Had to go charge it and grab another one. We was doing some mining last night out in the belt, Aaron Belt. I don't know why he called it Arc Belt. Somebody called it that one time and it just kind of stuck.
What up, Max?
What's cooking?
Nothing. Fucking off.
Just chilling out.
Yeah, nothing really important.
Yeah, just going for a little ride. Need a ride to pick up some stuff at 18, and I'm gonna come back to crew, and I'm probably gonna do some mining. I had a lot of fun
Nice.
last night. That we had 7 of us show up for our op. So
How did it go?
It was good. It was good. Blew ourselves up a couple times getting used to working with each other, but overall it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a mining op?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't fucking on too late, but I don't remember what the fuck I was doing last night, really.
We did pretty good. We had found a really nice rock of quantanium, but we blew up one of our biggest chips, but we still ended up with, I think it was like, I don't want to say for accurate, but it was around 1,500 or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was cool. We got a lot of gold.
I need to buy some fucking undersuits. I've got everything but undersuits.
Man, I got so much shit, but it's that's what I'm doing. I'm going to 18.
Oh, I'm in cargo. I'm at cargo services and shit right now.
Because, you know, every wipe they take your shit and dump, you know. So
Oh, they've just got the fucking beacon undersuit here at cargo services. They don't have anything other than that.
So normally I'm spread out. Got stations set up with gear and whatnot. When they wipe us, it all gets, you know, consolidated. So that's what I got. Tons of shit, but it's just all sitting back at 18.
Well, yeah, but see, I was gonna spread some shit out like that because all my shit's back at Loreville, but I can't get the fucking like the SEU crates to fucking work so I can load, you know, 2 or 3 of them down and move shit.
Yeah.
So like as I go to places, I just buy, you know, 3 or 4 sets of armor, 4 or 5 undersuits. That way it's just I load in, throw it on, go.
Yep. Crates are jacked up. They got to get those working.
Yeah.
They look cool. The new crates look
Yeah,
cool.
they look awesome. They just don't fucking work.
Well, the open part doesn't work. You can still use the loot part because you can go from your backpack to the container in that aspect, but to just open up your inventory and that inventory, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, but I mean half the time it's got the infinite symbol. It just glitches.
won't let you move nothing. But if you go into it through the loot side, it will let you still interact. You can drag a gun in and out. You can drag the water, the bullets and stuff like that in and out. But what are you gonna do? You're gonna stand there with a mountain of guns and go one gun into your backpack and into the container each time?
It wouldn't even let me, like, when it shows that infinite symbol, it won't let me do shit to it.
Yep. Try the loot. It works. Yep.
I mean, I'm back at my home station now.
That's where I'm heading. Arc
I'm
L1
at
or Arc
no.
Area 18.
I mean, I'm at my home. I'm at Everest Harbor. I know I just bought like 15 fucking undersuits and they're not showing. Oh, yeah, they are.
Well, I hit 100 subscribers on my page today. That was cool.
Nice.
Thanks to Paladin and all their support. That was awesome.
Well, you've even pulled a couple people in to Paladin through your stream too, so that's cool. Do I need to buy more fucking arms? I wish there was a way you could filter your inventory better. Yeah, I need to buy more fucking arms, I guess. No, there's two. Let me sort this shit. Maybe it'll sort it better.
I guess I should turn on my jump drive.
Oh, some of this shit stacks. Your pants don't stack though. Helmets do stack.
Sometimes. They needed to do some work on their inventory system.
Alright, got armor, got undersuits. Now let's go back to cargo. Well, like half the time I can't even get a fucking SCU crate to come out of my inventory on my freaking ship.
Yep.
And then when they finally do, like I've noticed if you get out into space, like not quite away from it where you still access locals, sometimes they'll drop a little bit easier. But
Nope, they definitely gotta fucking work the bugs out of our inventory system.
yeah.
I should be able to walk up to you and trade, right? Be talking in chat. Hey, I found
Yeah.
5 rocket launchers. Who wants to buy them for X amount of dollars? Oh, you do? Okay. I'll meet you at.
Right.
Okay, here he is. Run up to him, click trade, drop the rocket launchers in there, set a price. He has to meet the
Mm-hmm.
price for the fucking trade to go through. Once that's established, then both sides confirm. Voila, he's got his rocket launchers and I got my money. So why can't we have that, Sig? A bookmark.
I have the Novikov exploration suit. I have the arrow. What's that? Rucksack backpack. Hmm.
Yep, they're in chat right now on my server, bitching at the loot system not showing stuff.
If you go into your GeForce settings and turn image scaling on DLSS, it works so much better. If you go into your GeForce settings and turn... I don't know if I'm going to try any of that crap. I don't really like messing with all my graphic settings and everything.
For which part?
It said something about going into your GeForce settings and turn image scaling to DLSS.
And what's that supposed to do?
I don't know. I just saw someone saying it in chat. Did I not store my fucking ship? Nope, I didn't. Where's my fucking Cuddy? No, I didn't buy the Cuddy blue. I bought the red and the black. That's the only two I bought.
Oh, I really need to buy one. We should
What?
have the org
Cutlass
buy.
blue?
Yeah, the org should buy everybody one so we can all go do bounty missions together in a pack.
Oh shit, yeah, because it's got the cells in it.
With the lights, kick on the cop lights, go hunting. 40 of us drop in on some dude, all the lights flying. Probably look pretty epic.
Yeah, I have a couple light fighters. I've got the Cuddy Black as a medium fighter. But I've got a Buccaneer. I've got an Anvil Arrow, some from something. And I have the Avenger, no, the Avenger Titan's a Courier.
Yep, the laggy servers made it a little hard last night to work together.
Yeah.
So, we blew up a couple good pieces of rock that were worth a lot of money in epic style. We just didn't, like, fuck it up a little bit. We fucked them up a lot. But one was totally out of our control. The server just lagged so bad. And we all shut our lasers off, but for some reason the rock just kept going and going and going. It's like, oh man, boom, knocked all of our modules off our mining, and that's one of the mechanics that's been broke since they introduced it. Right? They introduced this little explosion to help get the rock to separate when you first break down one of them asteroids
Yeah.
or ones on the ground, and that little bit of explosion has a distance that it travels, and it will knock the fucking modules right off, even though you're in optimal range where that shouldn't. You think that wouldn't happen? It's still blowing your modules off your mining ship.
Yeah.
If you gotta run back to port to put that shit on every time you do that, you're gonna spend more time fucking putting your modules back on than actual mining.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's gonna happen, at least put the system in to where we can put them back on the fucking ship, right there in the asteroid belt or wherever.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't care, but. And I'm not complaining because that little mechanic that separates the rock when you first bust it up is kind of nice because it separates them so that you can see all the rocks better and see which ones you want to pick at. And then, like planet side, they would just lay on top of each other, and you wouldn't want to
Yeah.
fucking waste your time on one rock just to get at another one, because that causes you to have to fucking pick the shit up, right? Well, I don't want to pick up, 1,000 chip of fucking inert material because it's covering the stuff I want.
Right.
They need an injector so I can just eject all that shit, which is supposed to be an actual feature on the prospector.
Is the CS-54 SMG any good?
What is that?
It's a little, I don't know, it's a little gun I've got from somewhere. 1,100 rounds per minute.
I think I know. Is that the one that carries like the 150 round clip?
It says it's a 50 round.
50 round.
I'm gonna try it. Fuck it.
I either use the P4 or the FS9.
Yeah, well, I've got the P4, but I don't have any attached. All those P4s that we had from when we went and did that shit, and I bought a lot of other ones.
Uh-huh.
But I guess something glitched or something. Like none of them have fucking attachments on them.
I don't know if they ever do come with attachments. I think you gotta always add them to those fucking. The P4s that I get always have attachments, but.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like all the P4s I had.
Like those Nighthawks or whatever the fuck those ones are.
Yeah, like I had that one desert colored one that kind of like a yellow kind of matched my fucking yellow armor. And
You probably got
it
some that
didn't
I'd
even
already.
come with attachments.
You probably got some that I had taken the attachments off of.
I don't know. It wasn't a big deal. But I mean, like nothing. Like even some of the shit that I know I had. I mean, but anyway, this little C-54, it takes size 1 attachments, and I can get them here at Everest. So I'm gonna just get those attachments. Let's see, we're gonna go with the suppressors. Let's buy. Probably not 31 suppressors, I don't need that many. 10 sounds like a good round number. But now we're suppressed. The fuck is an EMOD 2 stable? That's a size 2.
Is that one of those tips you put on that stops it from rising up when you're shooting?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good. I use one every time.
But those are a size 5. It says so I can put that on a P4. Let's buy some of them. Why not?
I thought the
P4 is a size 2.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Why is ammo under fucking attachments?
Yeah, they need to. They really need to work on the fucking inventory system. You know that walk up to you and trade something, that would be so beneficial to the economy, right?
Oh yeah.
It would just be absolutely the best fucking piece of the economy that they've ever added to the game. Oh, you could actually.
Yeah, but that would make sense.
Yeah, that would make sense to have something that makes sense. Oh yeah, look at all the fucking shit laying here at 18. That's another thing. Ain't nothing wrong with all this shit laying here at 18. It's the fact that they don't give us a way to clean up this mess, right? They should introduce a mission, right, for the new tractor beam ship that they just had put in the game. It'd be a mission for them guys to come in here and be able to grab these ships without getting in trouble, and the fucking ArcCorp would pay them for their service. So they'd be like doing work for Blackjack or Kovalax or whoever the fuck they wanted. And it'd be an actual rep mission. They could have hauled this shit out of here. Look at 1, 2, 3. What's that? 3 or 4 fucking A2s right here. That's some good salvaging right there.
Yeah.
So there'd be a reason to fucking come in here and grab it. It's a fucking.
See, do I want the 2 times holographic? Well, this being a shorter ranged weapon, 35 meters. Let's put the 2 times holographic on it. There we go. No, I don't have any fucking little handheld beams. I need some of them. Let's go buy some of them.
Tractor
beams?
You guys
up to?
I'm just about to grab some gear to take back some of my mining gear. So I don't have to buy nothing because I got it all sitting here at 18. So I'm going to haul it over to Crew L1.
Right on.
What you up to?
Nada. Just finally got my vulture and going around just scraping random stuff.
Nice. We were just talking about that. I'm here at 18 with all the fucking C2s laying all over the place.
Yeah, too bad you can't scrape them.
I was just talking about them introducing a mission for the tractor beam ship guys to come in and fucking haul them out so that their fucking salvage guys can tear them up.
Yep. Dang, I got in quick. That's the fastest I think I've ever gotten in.
Up, boy.
You know, for the longest time, I didn't even know the fucking cargo area and like the refinery and stuff. was on the fucking stations.
Oh, it depends on the station, but yeah.
Yeah, because they change.
Well, I'm like, some will have refineries, some have cargo.
Right. Well, you
Like,
go to
I never
the
knew that.
like the Pyro Jump Gate one. It has one of everything.
I've
So
never been to the Pyro Jump Station.
so
Oh, you need to go, dude.
they got every store there. So you don't have to run around. Every store you need
It
is right there.
and it's gorgeous to look at.
It's nice, definitely nice.
Oh
I
my
can't wait
God.
to start utilizing it.
Yeah, I went. I think it was like last week, a couple weeks ago. I went,
Yeah.
and yeah, I was blown away. I mean, this is a beautiful game anyway, but dude, that jump gate is next level.
Man, I got so much shit it ain't even funny.
So I can only put one fucking multi-tool on me at a time.
No, you put two.
It's not letting me put one on my. It keeps disappearing.
That
You
could
know
be
what?
an inventory bug.
I'll just put it in my back. And what the fuck? Go to the backpack. It might be the server. Because I'm wanting to put a backpack. I'm gonna put one in my backpack with a medical attachment on it.
Yeah.
I knew I had more fucking med pins. For the medical, the paramed medical device, do you have to have attachments on that?
Yeah. There's like a green tube or something or other that you can attach to it.
Yep, that's the
It's
one
sort
you
of like
want to use, and it runs out, so you have to replace them every now and then.
Well, what about the lifeguard medical attachment? What does that do?
Oh, that's for your tractor beam, the
your
multi-tool.
multi-tool.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't that a medical thing too?
Uh,
It does it. It's not as good. You can't heal as many. It doesn't have like the drugs and junk in it. It just heals you. So like if you get like an arm injury or a head injury or a chest injury or whatever, you can use that Pyramid um, medical device and it'll inject you full of dope so that way you don't hurt anymore. And then you can get to your ship and get to an actual hospital. The one for the attachment, I think, just heals your HP. That's it.
So I need to go to medical and buy some medical stuff then. So I would just put all sorts of shit in my backpack then, so I'd be kind of outfitted for everything. See, this is why I want like I want my hanger so I can have like a 4 SCU box in there where if we're going to do shit, I just grab the cargo, put it in my fucking thing.
And go. Yep. Well, it's coming soon. TM.
Oh, I know, man. It bugs me so bad. I mean, like, I can have, like all the guns and shit that we collect and random shit like that. Like have an 8 SCU with SMGs in it, have one with FS9s in
and
it,
be able
have
to
one
name
with
it.
yeah. Well, I mean, even if you just kind of separate it out, where I have stuff for bunkers and stuff here, like bunker armor, ammo, arms, shit like that. That's here. And then, you know, if I start getting into mining and stuff like that, I have bags and stuff, mining stuff over here. Have, I mean, just separate my shit out. Medical. I gotta go to medical. I lost my little red and green flashy chest light thing when my ship just decided it didn't need to work anymore. I need to buy more med pens anyway. I'm gonna buy like 100 of them.
Just remember where you put them.
Oh, I mean, I'm all my shit's at Everest Harbor. So a paramed refill, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's like a green tube.
Yeah. Well, see, this says that the lifeguard medical attachment is perfect for handling job site emergencies and temporary alleviating symptoms until professional medical care can be sought.
Well, it'll heal you so you can get up and running, but like your chest wound, like your level 3
Yeah,
wounds, you still got to go back to a bed and get fixed. So it gets your
but
ass up, but but you still got to go get fixed.
alright, I'll just buy a shitload of med gel too. Alright, so now I can put.
Boy, them little fucking mining modules, man, they got some weight to them. Fill my C2 up real quick. Real quick.
Where'd the fucking med gel go? I know I just bought it. What's it under? Other, maybe? I just bought like 60 fucking med gels and it's not showing up.
It might be hung up. Give it a second.
Or maybe it didn't go through? Alright, let's buy 60 more. Fuck it.
They ain't that expensive.
No, it's not bad. Alright, I know I bought them that time. I mean, what's it go in your inventory under?
Look at your utility or substance. Probably utility.
Yeah, it should be
Yeah,
utility.
where I was looking, I don't see it.
What's cooking?
Hey, DJ.
What are y'all up to?
I am dragging
I
a
am
bunch
finding
of
random panels and scraping them. Just chilling.
I'm dragging a bunch of mining gear back to Crew L1.
Very nice.
So I don't have to replace mining modules that I can't find, like if they drop off. Gee, we look pretty
That shit just ain't showing up.
What's that?
That Paramed gel.
It's a green container. Is that in substance?
Oh, you buy it at all the med centers.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I've bought 120 of them and I can't fucking find them
they're not
in my
showing up
inventory.
for them.
Oh,
They're
I got a
probably
few of them.
probably
I could
lagging
give them
out.
to you.
I don't think it's a priority. He was just stocking up.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I was just buying shit.
So if it logs in,
I've got
or
a true beam, I've got a weapon, I've got a multi-tool, I've got multiple attachments, I've got a paramed gun, I got ammo, I got med pen, I got water.
Yeah, I think I'm just finishing up a cargo run in my C2, and then I kind of want to go out salvaging.
I am on my way to. Hey, that's not what I
Okay,
wanted
so
to do.
I've tried something new with the storage containers. I'm opening the inventory to each one of them inside my inventory to make sure that, the capacity and all that shit isn't showing infinite.
Right.
And I'm gonna see if that helps it when I put it on my ship
It
to
won't.
not show infinite.
It won't. They'll still switch to infinite. Even though you load them up with the hanger. I did the same thing and dropped it on the floor of my seat or Karak, and they switched to infinite. It'll be. In fact, it works fine, and then all of a sudden they just get that infinite thing, and then you can't use it at all. So I think it's not like a bug issue. I think it's a bug issue, but I think it's something that they have to fucking fix to allow you to drag and drop shit in and out of your can.
Like, I think empty backpacks of the same kind should stack. Armor of the same kind that's empty should stack.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it should all be stackable. Like, you've got to scroll through,
Unless something's in it.
yeah, different chest pieces and backpacks and everything. So there's my gun. It's which I know you can just click on that, but like I've got a shitload of weapons. Stack the fucking weapons unless they got attachments on them.
Yeah, because then you wouldn't have to load up 12 pages of shit. You could just load up 2 pages of, of
Yeah,
stacked shit. Or maybe 1 page, because now it's, all consolidated.
like right now, just shit I've got all over the system, just in case we get a wipe and we do get to keep attachments and weapons or anything like that. I went the other day and just blew like, I don't know, 7 million on shit.
Alright.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval
But
system.
I know dinner is done in here. I'm gonna go eat. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Roger that.
While in the Stanton system and on Arcor, all UEE common laws are still in effect.
Alright. I'm just gonna head to Seraphim to sell the last of this Festinite.
Oh, yeah, I got fucking head nights. I should go sell my. I got ore too. We did all right last night in our mining op, man, considering the little issues of the, desync and stuff like that. I think we did quite well, actually. We fucking filled that refinery right up. Got like 5 orders.
You guys were all in moles, right?
And they were multi-crewed too. We were just having slight issues with desync that would blow us up and then make all of our modules drop off. But we filled up.
Oh, and I'm excited too because my sticks are coming tomorrow.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love them. Which ones you get?
I got the Thrustmasters because with the mounts that I'm gonna have to get and everything, it was like a $300 difference.
Yeah.
And realistically, those are good beginner ones, and even if they break in 6 months to a year, then at least I'll know. Because what if I fucking hate them,
Did you get the chair mounts or the desk mounts?
Desk mounts.
I thought about
'Cause-
it, but it makes you sit back a little bit. And then you're reaching
Well, my only
for
thing
the
is my chair,
keyboard.
apparently, because I got it for cheap on Amazon a long time ago, isn't, like, compatible with a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I was thinking of taking the arms off my chair anyways,
All
because
the
I usually
fucking
sit.
all the chairs, the armrest, the where you put your arms, they don't go back all the way back, man. So my little short arms, that gap in between the chair and the back of your armrest, that's where it's like, man, you got to be about 6 inches longer.
Yeah, so that's why I was honestly thinking I was gonna try to set up. I got the stands today because I bought them separate. So I was gonna try to set those up tonight to try to get a good feel. And if I need to remove the arms off my chair, then fuck it, so be it.
If they're the ones I'm thinking of, they're pretty badass. That clamp system looks like pretty tough.
Yeah. But yeah, then I figure I'll try these out for a year or so, and then if I really like them and I use them all the time, then I'll upgrade, you know?
Man, you'll be using them all the fucking time, dude. Once you get them in your hands, man, it's you got the pedal and thruster and stick, right?
I didn't get pedals, no.
So you got dual stick?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna fucking love
Yeah,
it.
I'm using I'm using a Logitech X52 Pros, and at this point, it's kind of like I'm just gonna wait until I'm just gonna drive these things till the wheels fall off, and then as they start breaking down, I'll upgrade.
I ain't heard nobody not like what they got. You know, the feel in the game and shit for them. I ain't never heard anybody say, "Oh, I don't like them. They're junk."
No, I know. I'm just more concerned of like I'm gonna have to completely relearn how to fly, I'm sure.
I had
And
the
it's gonna
same
take
worries. It was actually just a slight, you know, getting used to your, you know, like your speed stick, the one that hovers you, lowers you, and thrusts you from side to side and all that. Well,
Mhm.
you think that's about your only learning curve, the fucking steering with the other stick? I mean, it's natural. And then eventually, I mean, it's not even eventually. I mean, it was almost instantaneously I got used to it because it's recognizable to other systems you've used before.
Yeah,
So
but I've never played like flight sims before. I
yeah,
used to be a driving sim guy.
well, you've flown before a little bit, right?
Not with sticks, no.
Oh, well, you've flown in game somewhere, right?
What do you mean?
Well, you're still going to have the same muscle memory for forward, backward, side to left. You're just going to now put
And
that in your hand on a stick.
and down is up.
Yeah, yeah, you're still going to have that muscle memory there. So it comes more natural than what you think it might. Because
Yeah, that's true.
I had the same worries that you did. And then once I started playing, I realized that, oh, it's just hardly nothing. And now it's just a matter of feathering, right? Knowing how much, how little, whatever.
Well, because I thought about getting the one with just the throttle that's kind of sticky, like the single stick and then getting pedals and stuff, but then I was like, no, everybody says to get the fucking dual, because then you can move the sticks from side to side to go like up and down, or like rotate them, you know what I'm saying, to go up and down and move them side to side to strafe.
Oh yeah, you'll do moves that'll take, you know, 5 fingers on a keyboard. You'll just do it with ease because now it's just on the stick.
It's a lot more fluid for
What
sure.
was I doing? I think I ran right past where I wanted to go. Yeah, the learning curve's not as bad as you'd think.
Well, even so, tomorrow I'll probably just spend a bunch of time on Arena Commander.
You'll see. I jumped right in. And your landings will be so much better. You won't have all that pumping action, you know, like where you're pumping a key, you know,
Right.
dabbing it because you're just fluid with your stick. Things will look more natural, feel more natural.
I would say if you're going to practice, go to Arena Commander to practice it before you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And just go on a free fly or something like that, so that way I'm not risking cargo and chips and shit like that.
Go.
Xenomaster last year. That's where I picked up tons of gameplay with my. I just basically had just gotten my sticks before that had dropped, so that was epic.
Question, because I saw people were doing Xenothreat, and I ignored it earlier because
I
I
don't
didn't really
think
think it was.
it's not in the live. It's only on the PTU.
No, the missions that are in the game. I thought.
Yeah, the missions are still popping up.
But then, what do
Uh,
you get for doing those?
I have. I didn't realize I haven't seen no Xeno mission pop up yet.
Yeah, I've got both of them popping up for me, the incursion and
And the
the.
intel raid.
Oh, that's those. I was thinking the other Xeno mission.
Do you get anything for completing them?
You get a ship.
Like pledged or?
Well, it's one of the pledge ships from 42, I think. You gotta ask
Yeah,
somebody who knows
it
more
gives
than
you
I do.
it basically unlocks the opportunity to buy it.
It's another fighter, right?
Okay.
Everybody's gonna love it for 2 minutes and then on to the next
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah. That's why I was like, is it really worth trying to do them, or is it like?
Well, if you're a fleet, I could see being excited, but I'm industrial. I got a pile of fucking fighter ships that I rarely dust off and use. And I only got those because I just had too much money.
Listen, the only thing I'm worried about getting is that 890, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to amass enough money before 4.0, and they're likely going to do a wipe for 4.0.
I wouldn't do it until 4.0. Alright, what was I doing? Business. Oops, damn it.
Hello, Seraphim, my very beautiful home. I mean, but I seem to have gotten pretty decent even with combat flying on the keyboard. For a second there before I bought him, I was like, is it even really necessary? But fuck it.
You can still do shit.
It helps with immersion.
Yeah, keyboard and mouse is still doable. Alright. Cool. Well, anybody seen Mad Dog?
Nope.
Huh, wonder where he's been. We did some salvaging the other day, and I got 5 million of the stuff, and I need to talk to him, make sure I divvy it up right, and I don't screw nobody over.
Yeah.
So there's one guy. If it's just Mad Dog and him, it's just 2.5 million I need to give to each one.
Well, I was the other guy.
Yeah, I
So,
know. So I'm about to just give you your 2.5 million.
I mean, I ain't gonna argue with you.
Well, I think that's why I've made you wait a couple days on because of him. So
Yeah.
I don't want to make you wait any longer because I was like just wanted to make sure I was being fair. You know. Hold on, I'll send you some money. Yep, I'll send it to you. It was Keurig, right?
Yeah. K-H-Y-R-I-K.
Yep, yep.
Ooh, or do I take out my prospector?
Is it fitted?
What do you mean fitted?
Did you put mining modules on?
Well, I put a new mining head on it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with the mining modules, if I'm honest.
What did you put on for a mining head?
Oh, I'd have to look at that. Hold on. I am at Seraphim. Hold on. Vehicles. Prospector. I have a Helix 1. I don't know what the hell the
Um,
sub-item slots are.
I wouldn't use that.
Why?
I would use your vanilla or the Hofstede.
Yeah.
Because you're
Yeah. The
gonna
Helix.
run into. This is what it is. That Helix is an assister, right? So it's gonna come in. That's the one you're gonna want to use when the rock is brand new, and you need to put a lot of fucking heat in it to crack it down. But once you crack it down into the small chips, you're gonna have you'll find nothing but misery trying to bust up those small chips with the Helix. So you're best off to go with like the Hofstede or the vanilla laser that's on there, and just put mining upgrades on there that will give you.
What are the mining upgrades, though? That's why I'm a little...
That's the modules. And basically just read what they say, right? Because if you mouse over the module, it would tell you what kind of bonus it's going to give you, like reduce instability and stuff like that. Well, that's going to help you when you find a rock that's got a lot of instability. It's going to take off a certain percentage or give your mining laser a bonus that will take off a certain percentage of that instability, making the rock easier to mine. There's a whole bunch of them. Some of them give buffs to the, how big the optimal window is. Or some might be buffs that give your laser a lot of, a small window that you mined, right?
Mm-hmm. A
So
little bit.
so
I've done rock mining.
so you know how it's got like 3 categories in that mine window. It's got the startup where you warm it up, then you get in the green where you start actually cooking the rock to where it's going to break. But if you overheat it, then you get into the red, and that's where the rock will explode, right?
Right.
Well, those mining modules will give you buffs that will affect each one of those categories. So you might take off that red area, or you might take off of the warm-up area before you get to the green area, right? Or you might add to the green area, so now that green window, that green charge window is huge, and you got a lot of work to work with. But you just got to read, right? Just read what it says. You
Where
get.
can I... What mining head were you saying, and where can I get it?
You should be able to get where you at.
I'm at Seraphim. I was going to go to Cruel 1. That's what I've been going to do.
Cruel One should have what you need.
Yeah, it does.
But
All
look,
of the mining stations should have it.
and we got links up in the industrial. You might have to just scroll up before you find them. That will give
Mm-hmm.
you all of the tips, right? It's like a guru page for miners. It's got all the fucking information for what gear to use, where's the best, highest percentage to find whatever fucking ore. It's a real good page.
All right. Sorry, what was the name of the head that I'm looking for one more time? I'm going to write it down.
Hofstede.
Yeah, like the
Hofstede.
Hofstede or.
Okay.
Now that one's going to be a little bit more powerful than your vanilla laser, right? So that's gonna
Yeah.
allow you. That's gonna allow you to cook up some bigger rocks. But you're gonna find there's stuff that you won't be able to do. They got mining gadgets where you can park your ship, get out, go put this mining gadget on there, and that will help you with mining those rocks. I don't know much about those other than what I just told you. So I got no skill with those, which I need to learn. I always buy them and put them in my ship, but I never use them, and I'll end up losing them. And they're not cheap.
So if I go to, and that'll be a Cruel one as well.
They should be.
Cruel one.
Just spend some time mining, right? You'll get the hang of it. You'll see what areas of the mining bar that you would like to see affected, and then you'll understand what effect that your modules will have on that mining bar. Because, we mined in a group last night. We pulled up to a rock, and man, that entire green bar that, you want to stay in that heats up the rock and gets it to where it breaks, that would be basically almost half of the bar.
That was that 40K rock, wasn't it?
Yeah. Remember how big that green bar was on there?
Yeah, that was stupid.
It just matters what each person is using. And I've seen it to where that green bar is so big that there was no red bar to explode the rock. It'd be impossible. Stevie Wonder would have a hard time blowing up a rock.
Alright, I just gotta... I'm finally back over 2 mil, so that's why I'm like...
Hold on, I gotta send Kirik some money.
I would greatly appreciate that.
As soon as I find his freaking name. Let's see, go down to the... Here we go. There you go. Did you get it?
Yep, sure did.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
And then tomorrow we should be divvying up the rock that we mined last night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I've got like 3 personal orders that I need to go get loaded up.
From that last
Now,
night?
is it always more beneficial
These are ones
to
I just did on my own.
refine the rock?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
What up, y'all? It's Convict. I'm back.
What's up, convict?
No, what are y'all doing?
Just got my shit. Now I'm about to head back to Crew
Still
L1.
mining space rocks?
No, I'm hauling gear for mining space rocks.
Oh,
After the wipe, it just took all my gear and threw it all at,
yeah.
So I would like to have, instead of paying for it, because it's rather expensive, a couple $100K, I'd just rather have the stacks of the shit I already got
Well, that
already.
ain't too much.
Well, see, it adds up after a while.
Yeah.
And I'm just realizing now how good the view is out of the Prospector. I didn't realize.
Oh, it's got
Oh,
a
yeah.
beautiful window.
Because I'm so used to my Connie or my C2 where I can't see shit!
Did you put the,
Dude, the fucking Connie bothers me so bad. Those 2 bars running right.
Right through the fucking middle.
Yeah.
It pisses me off.
That's everybody's knock. Wait till you get the saddlebags from the mole on your Prospector.
That's the thing you can do?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Where do I get that?
You gotta meet
Buy 'em.
somebody with a fucking mole and
Can't you
then,
buy them?
yeah,
Yeah, you can buy it now.
basically pay him the price that it would cost for 8 saddlebags, and then that way when he goes back
No,
in.
I think you can buy the saddlebags. Isn't that what I bought that
Well,
night?
you're right, but he can also do it this way. Go outside the hangar with his mole, remove.
Yeah, just let someone detach them.
Yeah, and then put him on because you're going to have to do that anyways. And then when he parks his ship and repairs it, it will put the new bags on. And I don't know what the cost is. I think it's like 8K a bag, something like that. I don't know. You just bought 12 of them, so you should know.
Yeah, but that's about what it was like. 12K, 10K. I
Yeah,
mean,
wasn't
it
bad.
wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't too much. I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, if you need the money for it, I can give you some money for
Oh no,
bags.
we're all right.
Welcome to the ASOP
No, but where would I like?
Processing.
Because that's my only other thing is like I'll go and mine one
At a
rock and then I gotta.
at a refinery area, you can go buy the bags.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you got to be outside to attach them, so
So you got to land on a
it's a,
pad.
you're going to need somebody to help you.
Yeah.
Because like what we did, I bought the bags and then I threw them all in my C2. They were out mine and I came out in my C2 and just threw the bags out. They had filled up the other bags and we put them on the C2 because we were trying to sell them. Well, I couldn't sell them, but I did give them the new bags that I had bought.
And we can reattach them, so you can just reattach those
Yep.
bags right to your prospector. We was trying to see if the rest of the gameplay had been added to where you could let the hauler haul the saddlebags back to the station and refine or sell
Yep.
the ore.
Or hey, how hard would it be? What if we tried like what ship is that does that?
What?
The small one that takes those
Prospector, and
Prospector?
that's the little
Like
mining ship.
what if I had a prospector to put the mole bags on, but like say I'm jumping back and forth to sell them while y'all fill them up.
That's a smart
Yeah.
idea.
You can do that. That is a legitimate
Thank you
Uh,
for visiting ArcCorp. Stanton's
work
So-
right now.
I think they actually tested that earlier though. I think the seller needs to be the owner of the ship.
Owner of the ship.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If it's my ship and I'm in a mole and I'm in a what the fuck ever, and like say he's in a mole.
Oh, you just let another full crew
Yeah,
other than
like
you
I'm-
take
like
care
I'm
of it. That
all
would work.
I'm doing is bringing empty bags.
But it's your ship, so you can
And I'm
still go
taking, yeah,
sell
so
it.
it's my ship. I
Yeah,
take
so that
his
works.
full bags and
Okay.
go throw them in the refinery or sell them or whatever.
Yeah, I see no problem with that then. Shit. That's
Yep.
good though.
They ain't got
Good
that
idea.
gameplay there. Now, we didn't test if I could have, since it was those bags came off my ship, we didn't test if I could have, like, had my C2 out there and moved my bags off my mole onto my C2 and then hauled them back and refined or sell them. We didn't try that part yet. But that would be a little bit of work. One person dragging
Yeah.
out all of his shit, so, calling a
Yeah,
ship,
well, I mean, yeah,
going down
when,
and setting it up so he can
essentially,
undock it.
if we've got two moles mining and we've got two moles running empty bags back and forth, that's you've got one extra person.
Yeah.
One extra person, one extra ship.
Yep. Hopefully
Or if
cargo's.
you've got, yeah, I hope they fix it.
Yep. I'm hoping cargo puts that in, man. That
Well,
will
aren't they
just.
supposed to be putting a fucking ship in that has a refiner on it?
That's the Expanse. The Expanse, the Arista, the Odyssey, and the Orion are the only ships that I know of that will have the refinery on board.
If you're out mining right now, where can I buy the mole at?
The Mole is on sale at Lorville,
God damn it, I could go back and fucking.
and it's
Well, no, that's not bad though. That's not bad.
and it's a $9 million ship now.
Oh, that ain't nothing.
Used to be 5.
Yeah,
I think it should be a little higher than that.
I can handle 9. Oh, let me make sure I don't fucking have it. I might have bought it. Let me make sure I don't have a fucking mole before I go buy another
Well,
one.
I've ground out 5 for the mole, right? And it's a pretty good task, especially with your prospector. If you're doing it solo, it's quite a bit of work to get that 5 million.
Oh man,
it-
I've got.
Unless you get lucky
got-
and find fat quant rocks laying everywhere.
Well, I'm saying I'm for the 9 million to buy it. I've got that.
Oh, I'm talking about experience purchasing the prospect or the mole fresh out of the game after a wipe, right?
Yeah.
I've experienced 5, and it's pretty good work. So 9 is going to be a chore. I think anything over 9, because he said he thought it should be more. I'm contesting that it should 9 is probably a bit much.
I just think for it being
Well,
the size it
that's
is,
why we've all got to work together so we can get ships and help each other out and
like,
throw money where the money needs thrown,
Well,
just like we did
actually,
before.
we're speculating solo gameplay, the mechanic
Yeah.
they put in, right? I'm not saying that they shouldn't have raised the price. I'm just saying if you're a new guy and
yeah,
you're gonna save up some money, the 5 million price tag on the mole that it was a pretty good workout, right? It took me about a week to mine up all that, and
Yeah.
then another week to take because you don't get all that refined and sold in one day. So about 2 weeks altogether to get into a mole. So now it'd be 3 or 4, unless, like I said, unless you get lucky and find hot, big old quant rocks that you're capable of breaking and hauling back full loads of fucking prospectors with nothing but quant. It'd go quickly, but that ain't gonna happen. Gold,
Yeah.
gold, you could probably do all right with gold because you can find gold pretty readily now.
that
Gold,
is true. But
gold is good money.
I just don't see the prospector being a solo ship. Like,
It-
you can do it.
It is a solo ship.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the.
The mole,
Wait, how? Yeah, is the mole the one you're talking about? That's 5 million, or
the,
9 million now.
yeah, yeah,
That's
and
what I thought.
that's the multi cruise ship.
Yeah, that's the one. I don't think you should be solo.
You can do it solo, but it's
It's
kind of
work.
pain.
It's work.
Well, it's just like, I mean, the Redeemer you can solo, but or the Reclaimer, I mean.
Yeah. Here's the thing. It's not. It's not. What's the word I want? If you wanted to be consistently fast, that's not the ship to do it in. The Prospector is the ship to do it in because you're getting out, and the first laser might not work. Now here's a benefit that the mole has. You got 3 lasers to choose from if you come up to a rock. The first laser won't break it, the next one or the third one will. So you're always going to find that you can break a rock, but then, right, you're going up and down the ladders and moving from fucking mining laser to mining laser. So
That's what I mean. It's so.
efficiency, that's the word I was trying to say. So your efficiency is going to go down. You won't be as efficient as you are in a prospector, but you get more of you get more variety, or you get a better variety of lasers to pick from to break rocks that you run into. So rocks that you'd be walking away from in a prospector, you probably
That is true.
won't be walking away from in the mole solo. Still gonna have to
Yeah.
work for it, but so there's that aspect. But hey, the prospector's a fucking good ass ship. And then if you work in
I love the
packs,
prospector.
yep, you work in packs, man. You fucking work as teams, busting shit up, scanning stuff out. You find
Oh, yeah.
something big. Hey, come help me. Boom, crack that shit up. Use each other as bookmarks. So if you break a fat rock and you got more than one load, you can fucking just sit there and wait while the other guy runs and drops shit off and comes back.
I also find it hilarious how often I forget how these layouts are. Like, I go to Cruel One all the time now, and I still, every time I leave the fucking refinery and go back to hangars, I always get lost for a second.
Oh, what a shot.
Hey, if I'm trying to salvage panels, do you know what RS signature number I'm looking for?
For which one?
For like just the random panels.
Oh man, no. But I think somebody was saying that like if you find like the 20 or something is like your chance of finding a whole ship.
Yeah.
Because you guys are teaching me, I don't know all that stuff yet. I haven't really done any scanning. The salvaging I do outside of like the Hammerhead mission is very limited.
Alright, so let's go buy a fucking mole. Then I'm definitely gonna have to do some cargo missions.
Yeah, the only thing is, as of I found out, like, I just went onto UEX and found the most profitable, like, trade routes that it minus RMC, because
Yeah.
obviously that's not advisable at the moment, at least solo. And that's what I was doing. But the problem is it goes from like 8 million a run to like 300K.
That's what some of them are supposed to be. Like we're not supposed to be jamming out fucking 8 million a run. Because even on RMC on 696 from at area 18, you're only getting like 1.8 million.
Be right back.
But I mean, even though 1.8 million is a good lick. But I mean, if anything other than that, you run gold. And you can only get usually right around 100 tops. But that'll give you about a 250,000, 300,000 profit, something like that.
Yeah,
But
beryllium seems to be
that's
the
really
most
not a bad
profitable
run.
other than RMC right now.
Yeah, well, is barrel where can you what's that loop?
Uh, it's one of the gateways. I think it's the Terra Gateway to Orison.
Yeah, see that's a long jump. Like if you're running gold over
Oh, but I
on
just put a
microtech,
TS2 in my C2.
yeah. But I mean, if you're running gold, you can run. And what's your profit percentage on
Oh,
that?
that I don't know.
Or like what's it saying that you'll pull? Like, well, how much beryllium can you buy? What do they have in stock? And then when you're
I can buy a
selling
full
it,
load of a C2.
all right, and that's only like a 300,000 profit.
Yeah. The problem is you put like 1.6 into it is my only
Yeah.
issue.
Well, are you selling at a TDD?
Yeah.
Can you sell the full load at a TDD?
Yeah. If you go to Orison.
Like at one stop, you don't have to wait for it to come
Yeah.
back in demand or anything. Because I know
Where?
if you run gold, you can run gold on planet at Microtech from a mining facility to New Babbage and just bounce back and forth right there on one planet. You're not jumping all the way across half the system.
Why am I suddenly not getting those unknowns? Like if I fucking scan, I hate it.
Who makes the mole?
Argo. And I hate the fact that you can't just go up to any old rock.
The raft looks so cool. I mean, I won't buy it, but it looks fucking cool.
Yeah, this pisses me the hell off. Why are these random rocks all sitting here and I can't use none of them?
I thought the SRV was a towing ship.
It is.
Is.
Why is it support light salvage?
Because you can tow the ship.
Oh, okay.
That's probably why they gave it that designation, at least.
There is the mole.
Yeah, I was literally headed right towards. Oh, there we go. 10 kilometers out.
Alright, I'm gonna buy the mole. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. I can't buy any more ships until I get some cargo runs in.
But I was thinking if you realistically could get a few escorts, then you throw them like a milli each. Then,
For RMC.
yeah, then I mean, I could try running a couple RMC runs.
The past couple of times I've done RMC, I didn't even keep any of the fucking money from it. I handed it all out and put, 3 or 4 million in the fucking treasury.
I haven't taken money from any of the stuff we've been grouping with. I've been kicking it back to the group.
Well, I mean, I was wanting to buy a bunch of different ships and shit like that, and I got bored and spent all that money, and then I was. But other than that, I mean, if I'm like, man, I ain't got no money, I'm like, I got you, man. What do you need? They're like, I'd like 50 or 60K. I'm like, cool. Here's 500,000. There you go. Damn it, it's 9:30. Well, fellas, it's been fun. I gotta get off here.
All right. See you, bud.
I'll see y'all later.
You taking off? Sleeping meds kicking in? Alright, almost home. Man, I went down after that binding app last. Man, I was in bed by before my wife. I was in bed before 11 o'clock. Boy, I had a massive migraine. Wiped me right out. I still had it hanging around this morning when I woke up about 7:30. Couldn't sleep anymore.
Dang.
And it went away. But then we went out shopping. Man, it hit me like a ton of bricks again. I come home, took a nap. I didn't wake up till almost 6 o'clock. It's like, damn. I got a kink in my neck, man. I think that's what was causing it.
Happens when you get old.
Yeah.
You know how you fix that? Stop getting old.
Probably got to go to the chiropractor and pull the kink out. I'm guessing it's from one of the car crashes where we rolled over, or I went through the windshield one time.
Dang.
I'm sure I did some damage. I was a young man when I did that, so. Back before the seatbelt laws. But I started wearing a seatbelt after that, and it wasn't because of the law, just because it made sense. All right, I already been in 2 wrecks, and I think I better put this damn thing on. I remember we were going on a cruise, so my family was in separate vehicles, and we're all heading down to Orlando, where the cruise took off from, and we're driving through the Kentucky mountains during a fucking ice storm that started like on the north side of Chattanooga. So, right, we're Illinois. That shit didn't affect us none, but everybody else down there was fucking shitting their pants. So, you know, you're getting out there on that. We went right past like Kentucky Lake. They got the fucking. It's up and down those mountains and shit. So they got the runoffs for the semis in case their fucking brakes wear out. They can drive off into sand traps and shit. I put my seatbelt on. I got so scared. It's like, all right, I think I better put this thing on. Big old fucking Lincoln. We had this. Forget what year it was, but it was awesome. Big old boat. Me and my two brothers and one of my family friends. Because we were going to drop him off while we were on the cruise. He was going to go hang out with his brother or whatever. So he just hitched a ride down with us. That was a fucked up ride, especially rolling through Chattanooga in the ice storm. Them fucking people were, whew, scary.
Well, it's like here in Texas. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like snow, no big deal. But with ice, and that's the thing. We don't get snow. We get ice down here.
Yep. Up here in Illinois, people be driving like it ain't nothing on the road, you know, be doing 50, 60, 70 miles an hour and shit. In a snowstorm. You ain't seeing that down south. Oh no, they would be freaking.
Not at all.
We're used to the fucking, you just be sliding along. You get used to it after a while. Oh yeah, we're going over here for a second. Oh, we're back over here now. Oh, we're here, okay.
Oh, that's in New England, in Massachusetts. We haven't gotten a ton of snow recently for whatever reason, but yeah, that's how that goes.
Hell yeah. You get used to the slide, right? You just kind of follow it because you don't want to oversteer because then you will slip. So you just kind of floating through the slides. Okay, all right, went this way. Now we're going to make it go back this way. And you just kind of, playing with the slide of the big old slippery fucking road. Unless it's really deep, and it's beating off the bottom of your car and shit. Dragging and shit. Then you want to kind of be careful. But there'd be times that I'd be driving home from work at 2, 3 o'clock in the fucking morning in my little Dodge Neon, man, just driving right past semis and everybody else. That bitch hooked up in the snow like no other car ever had. Fucking little front wheel drive car with all that weight from the motor on the tires. Shit. Turn that bitch, step on the gas. That's where you're going.
That's part of the reason I kind of like my Tesla in the snow. Is that there's so much weight and it's all down low. So if you stopping still a problem, but going, no.
I would imagine they would have to put a pretty good traction control system on that because with the high torque of the electric motors, you'd think you'd just be spinning.
Yeah, there's a snow mode and a slip start mode and all this other bullshit.
Yeah. So you ain't delivering all that torque at once because it's just going to make your tires spin. But yeah, once you get that bitch rolling, man, you don't need it, you don't need a lot of torque. You just got to get a slow start and then build up your speed. I don't see why electric car couldn't do that over, gas. I ain't got no preference. I know the world is caught up in the middle of the divide. But I think electric cars are cool. Sweet home, give me a docking bay. Hangar 1.
That request has already been granted.
Some fucking modules got some weight now. Grabbed a lot of shit, but I didn't grab them all. We're gonna get my wife. She's gonna try to play again.
What?
Yeah, she's gonna try to play some Star Citizen again. She wants to try it. Even though she got motion sickness, she still wants to try it. Yeah, because she hears us talking, right? And she's a Filipina, so she's going to want to support her husband because that's how they roll. She ain't going to sit there and yell at me for playing. She's going to support me. Unlike the American girls, you know, that want you focused, dying attention on them. Alright, here we go.
So which, for the refinery, I guess, how much, what, hold on, let me get to it's like the technique of refining?
I go with the dioxin one or whatever it's called. It's like the third from the bottom of the list. But it's your own preference, you know. It's good. Me, I got time. I don't need my money right now, right? So I'm gonna do what I consider is the best, even though it costs a little bit more than the rest and it takes longer than the rest. It gives me the highest return on each content of my ore, right? So
I always do on my personal ones. I always do the Farron exchange.
And that's because it's quicker.
It's a little bit quicker. You lose a little bit, but you still get a really good return. And it's about each run is about 7 hours as opposed to like 72.
Okay.
But if you're consistently mining,
cost a bit, but
if you're consistently mining and you're constantly putting orders in the refinery, that 3-day wait will disappear because you'll just have shit coming out every day if you're consistently mining. Then you don't realize that 3-day wait. But if you just want that rock and you're like, oh, 3 days, right? You got to come back 3 days later and you ain't done no mining in 3 days, then it seems like a long time. But if you're throwing orders in the refinery all day, every day, shit, that 3 days is nothing because then you just got orders coming out of that refinery every day. My server didn't even seem to be that bad, and I'm actually I got a server error. It crashed. I didn't even realize this server was running that bad. Everything has been working pretty much up to now.
it didn't give you the death rattle?
Yeah, I'm sitting here with the server error right now. I was just about to fucking land my ship. Basically, in the hangar, was just about to thrust down and put the landing gear down on the ground, and server errored out. Yeah, but my wife has been watching our streams, right? She wants to be involved. She wants to hang out with you guys. She wants to support me, which is awesome. But we probably gonna fire up another stream of I got Farm Simulator 2000 whatever, the latest one.
Oh, I love Farm Simulator.
Yeah. And me and her were playing that for a bit before she started working all this overtime. Well, the one lady at work is now back to work, so all of her extra hours just disappeared. Till the next lady goes out. So she was getting to cover a lot of hours. Made a lot of extra money. Proud of her. There we go. air's gone. It let me land. She's still hanging up a little bit. The air's gone. It let me land.
Small question: do you guys fly coupled or uncoupled?
Depends.
I still play coupled.
Uncoupled has its purposes.
I tried uncoupled and I felt like a rock.
It's not good for atmosphere, but in space, you can turn off the uncoupled, right? And what that does is it turns off your stabilizing motors that when you let off to the gas, it brings you to a stop. It will no longer bring you to a stop because now your inertia in space that you gave your ship going in a direction is going to continue until you actually apply inertia to stop that ship. I got somebody chatting.
Oh, I just saw somebody else taking off in there, Prospector. I thought that was mine. I thought they were stealing it. I was about to be like, motherfuckers. What fucking hangar did I end up in? I forget.
All right, man. She landed yet or what? Oh, there we go. Vehicles being impounded. Well, thanks a lot. I didn't even fucking do nothing. Get out of my seat. Won't let me. Oh man. I just got royally fucked.
Alright, I'm gonna do one more little mining run and then I'm gonna head off for the night.
So I just hauled all my stuff from Area 18 to Crew 1, right? And then I got that server error. Well, I was in the hangar about to land, and the server error came. Well, now my vehicle's being impounded because I took too long, right? Pretty much, I would think I'm about to lose everything that I just hauled all over here.
Hey, you should still have
But
access
like,
to the ship inventory.
yeah, ship inventory. Yeah, it'll be fine. But like physical things, unless it's illegal, may not. I don't think it'll stay there. As long if it's like
I've been able
bolted
to sell
down in the,
stuff while my
Oh,
C2 has been
all right.
impounded.
Well, it just let me move it, so.
I was gonna say if it's bolted down in the cargo, it should be fine.
All right. Hopefully, it let me move everything, and I didn't lose nothing. Oh yeah, it just kicked me in. Well, it should drop me right by the fucking. Why would it drop me here? Of all places, it dropped me on the observation for docking port 1. What the hell? Oh, Jesus Christ, dude! Oh, you stay the fuck over there. Quit running into me, idiot.
All right, yo.
Get the fuck out of here. Where the fuck are we at now? What the hell? Private property. What the fuck?
You're having a whole freaking ordeal over there. Jeez.
Yeah, man, parts of the ship were showing up inside. I don't know what ship he had. That was weird.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Oh, that was weird. Fucking. I wonder if I was to pay the fine. Can you pay the fine with the kiosk?
Yeah. There's you should see like legal ones. It's usually near the admins.
Because that would be like the fear that I just had that I was going to lose my cargo because it was about to be stowed from the fine. but it actually let me move the cargo off of it before it was stowed, so I probably didn't lose it. But if it would have been the fear that I thought, then I was thinking that if I come up to the admin, pay my fine, will I still have to call my ship? So we'll get to test that
Oh,
here quick.
yeah.
Because if you call your ship, you lose your stuff.
Yeah, if you claim it, yeah.
Max, did you ever play? Did I remember hearing you say at one point you played American Truck Simulator?
No, that was somebody else. I've looked into it, and it looked cool. But
I'm just trying to find somebody else that's played it and maybe has done the online convoy thing. I always kind of wanted to check that out, but I'm like,
I've played it. I've done the online. It's kind of fun.
we got
Is it?
several guys in our clan or org that does. Man, I can't remember who was talking about that last night.
Yeah, I mostly just if I do it, I just sit there and I throw on the old Quest 2 and run it in VR and just go drive.
That would probably be pretty cool.
It's amazing.
All right, let's go see if I can pay
I
this.
sit there and as soon as they drop a new state, I pick it up on Steam.
All right. It's saying that I have no outstanding fines.
You still got a crime stat though?
No. You wouldn't get a crime stat from a parking, would you?
Oh,
You
Yeah.
would get. I think the very least you get a 1, but that's like a slap on the wrist.
yeah.
I don't
You
have a
can go to
crime
jail if it's
stat.
like crime stat 2 or something like that.
No crime stat, but it did say my ship was impounded.
I think it'll be fine. It shouldn't. I think it just stores it.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
I
just get
remember.
a 5K fine.
Yeah, I think people. I remember earlier, like last patches, I would have to like impound my ship and like on purpose, and it would be fine. Because it would be like, it wouldn't give you a landing pad, or it would, but it wouldn't give you a marker for it.
How do I put this mining thing on the rock I'm trying to mine?
The what? The
Like I have
the
a
little
mining,
iPad thing.
yeah.
You just go up to it and like I think it's like interact with it. Like you just left click it.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I
And
love
then
that it's
you,
getting.
and then you hold F on it, and you can interact with the screen on it. I don't know how to use that yet. I barely used it.
What are you trying to do?
The little iPad things you can use for mining, like optimize it.
Oh, the gadgets.
Yeah.
So so pretty much you pull it out like you would pull out like your mining laser or your multi-tool or whatever. It's like I think 5 or something like that.
I'm sorry. That vehicle
And
has been impounded.
when you pull it out and you go up to the rock, eventually when you go up to it and it has a spot where you can attach it. It'll have like a little green outline or whatever on it. And yeah, I think you just hit F to put it on there.
We gotta learn that shit. We want to be pros with it.
When you do put the thing on there, then you hold. I think you hold F again, and it lets you kind of go through each of the 3 little dials, and you just dial it in until you get to as close to 100 as possible, and then the button to activate it will light up. And you just activate, and then that's it.
And then once you crack the rock, make sure you get back out and go pick that up because that's reusable.
Was
Oh,
it
it is.
reusable?
Yep, it's reusable.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Jeez.
So once you
Okay.
crack the rock, you want to park your ship, go back there and get it. Because they're
I just figured they'd explode
nope,
with the rock.
nope. You get that puppy back, you use
Yeah,
it
but I
again.
can't. I was able to put it down for a second and then put it back in my hands.
It automatically put it back in your hand.
I think so.
That's a bug. That's a
Like a desync issue.
desync inventory bug.
Oh, and I just pulled out a grenade. I don't know that I need this.
Throw it at the rock.
Mm.
That's one way to crack it.
You start. That's how you start mining it the first time. Is you start throwing grenades at it if you don't
Just
have a
chucking
tool.
grenades at it.
I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even fault someone for trying that. I'd be like that. That works technically.
Chuck a grenade
I
at a
don't think
bouncy
it's
bomb.
going to warm
Okay.
the rock up long enough to cause it to crack.
Yeah. Might knock chunks off though, at
It's
least.
not constant heat like you need.
You find that sweet spot and cram a grenade in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now it's out in space, but it's not actually on the rock.
Are you doing landside or or space mining?
Space.
Yeah, it'll be there. You'll have to EVA
Oh,
to
and
get
it
it.
just put me in. Oh, I'm inside the rock now.
That's
Um,
terrifying.
um, uh.
They probably got everything fucked up. I haven't tried it yet. You're our test dummy, so no, no. We all got to learn how to use though in industry, because I mean,
I used to use them a lot when I was out, and I found like big rocks that I couldn't crack with just the mining heads I had.
and how do you feel about them? Did you love them?
Did I love them? No, they made me do extra work, but they do work. So I mean, you can't complain. It's something that works.
Kind of an extra step to.
Yeah, but if we got spotters, right? The spotters could fucking if they spot a rock. Too bad, man. See, that's the problem. You get
See, the spotters could even go set up those little iPads for you.
well. That's the thing. The not every ship can pull up a mining uh,
That yeah.
to scan the rocks, so you don't get to see if you need one of them bastards on it or not with just the basic scanner they got on the ships. So
That's true.
we're gonna have to find
But
out which ships.
That's why you put the. That's why you put that spotter in a prospector.
That's true,
It is prospecting.
and we
You're
could.
not mining with it, but you're just
And depending
filling up.
on, we need to test that. That'll be something we'll test next week. We'll bring a prospector out and we'll use the prospector as the hauler to haul the ore bags back to station, and we'll see if that guy can salvage or refine those bags. If not, then we'll see if the person who's the ship belonged to can get in his prospector and refine that shit. Because that if they allow us to, if there's a way for us to refine it, if it means that the owner of the ship has to fly that ship back and put it in the refiner, then so be it. We'll do that, right? Because if we could just keep the big boys out there and have a different ship hauling the stuff back, that means we can just keep right on going. Because look at the time you wasted with the mole flying back to station, drop the shit off, then back to the belt, whereas you could just stay out there.
Don't you need? Sorry to interrupt, but don't you need the bags from the refinery spots in order to like put in like to empty out the mole and then put it into like a C2 or something?
We already done that before, but basically you can detach the ore bags from your mole and put
Yeah.
those on a prospector.
How do you detach them?
Uh, there's a command on your
It's
like you
alt
hold
right
it.
alt K.
Yeah,
What is it? You hold what?
alt,
Right alt and K.
and then
Um,
it unlocks your bags, and then you can go out with the big tractor beam and pull them off and move them onto your C2. Or
That actually unlocks all your ports. So you can remove all the bags. You can remove your guns. It works on any ship. So that's how you can swap out guns out in the field.
oh, so we
well, what
could
I'm saying is like,
hold on. You just made me think of something. So basically, I wonder if that's how we get our mining modules back on, is we fucking
Unlock the
detach.
port.
Yeah, unlock the ports,
Maybe.
because you can put the saddlebags back on like
Yeah,
that, right?
maybe.
Oh, we'll have to
It's
fucking try that.
it's worth a shot, I guess.
Ah, good question, dude, because you just made us realize something, possibly. All right, so now what was your question again? Sorry about that.
No, I was just wondering, like,
Yeah,
that
so
is something that you can detach, put on a C2, and then the C2 can go sell.
no,
Instead,
you can put it
oh,
on a C2, and the person that hauls it back. Here's the problem: we don't know if it's uh, um, an owner issue, right? Let's say it came off of my mole and you hauled him back with your C2. Well, when you get back to the station, it will recognize those bags in your storage, right? And when you go up to one of those, like the refinery or sell point, it will see that they're in there, but it won't allow you to sell it. So if it's an ownership issue, that means I have to be the one who refines or sells that shit. So if that's the case, then the person that owns the mole is going to have to be the one that hauls the stuff back to station and puts it in the refinery. And that's not a big deal because the people out in the belt can just take over the mole and continue mining.
yeah, but if you're detaching parts off of your mole, like, I don't know, I'd have to see it work.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I got a whole video where we did it all night and because we ran a test one night and we went out and we mined and we detached the bags and we moved them all on a C2 and then convict hauled them back to the fucking station and attempted to refine the stuff in those bags and it didn't work. The refinery saw those bags, it just wouldn't allow him to refine them. So we think that it might be an ownership. You understand?
So the owner of the mall would have to go with the
With the
guy in the C2.
Yeah, yeah. So we have to test that to see if that logic is actually applicable. If that's what we got to do. If that's what we got to do, then we can just keep mining in the belt and never fly the fucking mole back until we're done with it, right? Just take its bags back and put new bags on the mole or prospector. But if it's going to cause a person to pull out two ships, a hauler and your mole, well, then you might as well just make the hauler your prospector because you can take those bags off the mole and put them on the prospector. And it can fly back with the full bags. The only benefit of a C2 is you can put more bags on the C2 to haul back,
Oh, yeah, I
which
mean,
is very beneficial.
a mole carries more than a prospector, so
uh, yes, if you got the prospector bags on the prospector, a mole does carry more than a prospector. But if you take those mole bags off the mole and put them on the prospector, now the prospector has the same capacity that the mole does.
that's fucking cheeky.
It works. It fucking works.
I'll be right back.
Well, think about this. What is it? 12? What's the size of the prospector right now?
What do you mean? The size of the prospector bags?
Yeah, they add
Like
up.
total 30, 36,
Yeah, it's gonna.
32, 36.
That's not the real weight, or that's not how much they bumped that up, and that's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like 8.
Oh yeah, it's 8 per bag. Total is
No,
like
no,
30,
no. It's
32.
supposed to be like 8 or 12 is your total capacity. They got it bumped up to 32 right now, but technically it's supposed to be like 12, I think, or maybe.
Ew, really?
Yeah, but here's the kicker: the fucking prospector is supposed to have an ejector on it, so you never pick up inert. You're only picking up actual product.
Uh,
That's an actual feature on the prospector that they don't have in yet. Prospector's an unfinished ship. All right, what are we gonna do? Boy, that last dab put me on the moon. All right.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following locations. Please visit us again.
What are you working on? Just busted out my mole. Oh shit. I still got stuff laid from yesterday. Got mining modules laying on the floor.
Yo. Everybody talk at once.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can't say hello when my mic is off.
Right?
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, oh, wait, nope, I didn't say shit. Alright, repair.
It's weird is it's not showing voice for you guys at all. All I can see is secure comms.
Where at?
In Discord.
Huh.
I've been trying to come to this channel for, I don't know, since about 10 minutes or so, 15.
Are you new?
Oh, I'm not new. It's wasted eye.
Oh, I couldn't. Well, I don't know. Man, we got so many new people. Man, I'm having a hard time recognizing people now. It's like, oh, wait, who is that again? Got a lot of new people.
I'm gonna try this mining device thing one more time.
Did you watch a video tutorial?
No, I'm just fucking winging it.
Nothing wrong with that.
It seems pretty easy. Take tablet, put on rock, run away from rock, blow up rock, pick up tablet. But that's the problem is it seems easy, but Star Citizen has a great way of taking easy things and making them very difficult.
Well, I've seen it work, so I know it works. But with all the changes they've done, they've fucked up a lot of shit. It's like they're doing it on purpose. Alright, let's see now. Multi-class. less. Vehicle. Where's Mr. Mole? Here you are. So,
How close do I have to be to my prospect? Because I lost the other one apparently. Do I have to be in my ship to see the inventory of my ship? Apparently I do.
You gotta be standing in your ship, yeah.
no, you can go and look at your assets.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, I'm trying to get stuff out of. I'm trying to get another one of those tablet things out of my ship.
Yeah, you got to be in your ship. They don't let you get next to your ship. And
Well,
crack
unless your
stuff.
ship has one of those external component, like external hatch things for inventory. I don't know. Oh, I know the prospector. I don't think has that.
Nope.
Doesn't have like a saddlebag or something like that that you can pull stuff out of. Never mind. It should actually. Now that I think about it.
Weirdly, the only thing I know that has that is the Pulse, or at least the only ship that I've played around with.
The ones I've mostly seen that have that are like the small fighters. They have like a survival kit hatch that you can open. But I don't know. I don't know about other ships.
The thing that's freaky about this Paladin armor is that the eyes glow. My guy's just sitting in space, like full Superman pose, blue eyes staring at me in the inventory screen.
Which armor?
The Novikov or whatever it is.
Oh, those eyes glow. Didn't realize that. All right. Let's go out and try not to blow myself up.
How do I activate it?
To the ASOP field
Famous last words.
It's not letting me activate the thing.
Do you got to turn it on or anything?
No, there's an option for detach, and it just says calibrating.
Yeah, I know zero about it.
delivered to the following. Please visit us again.
You know what? I wonder if it's just working. Fuck it, let's go back to my ship. real
Did you
quick
get
and
like
see.
a little window? Did you change any of the?
No, it didn't give me an option to do
Well,
anything.
you should have a mini game where you got to set like the frequency and you got to dial it in until you get a certain frequency and a number. And once you get it as close to perfect as possible, then it's set.
Oh,
I
maybe I'll-
literally accidentally bought one of those gadgets
And-
earlier, and the one that gives you like plus 50% window.
So and that's literally all I know about it. How you put it on the rock and activate it, I don't know if you have to turn something on and look at the rock and to stick it to it, or if it's
Alright.
like look at the rock. Is the rock got a lock of pinwheel
Yeah, it says
function?
match the waveform of the deposit as closely as possible. Okay, I can't. I'm moving. Fuck. Oh, I hate this.
So,
Propagation. 92%. Let's go ahead and activate it. Woo! Thank you.
and
Ooh,
then
there's a bunch of little army things.
now
Okay.
what did that gadget give you? So what was its purpose? What did
Plus 50% green zone and more ability, like easier ability to break it.
all right, cool.
Because the prospector, this rock was impossible, but I want to see if this just makes it hard or something like that.
No, if anything, it should take it from impossible to down to something manageable, maybe. Hopefully.
We hope. Again, I'm just winging it, so this
Yep.
is not confirmed in any way, shape, or form. I could be doing this entirely wrong.
Right.
Come on, open. I can't manually. Oh, I can.
Because gadgets was relatively new, and then when they introduced all the mechanics to where mining is right at this point now, they still don't have things dialed in. Like when the rock separates, that little explosion that separates
Oh,
the
server
rock
error. Oh, no.
is still blowing you up, knocking your modules off. And it
Tell
doesn't
them that
matter if you're in optimal range or not.
server error. So that what does that do to my device?
Nothing. Just sit and wait. Just sit and wait because you're being moved unless the server fixes itself. If the server fixes itself, you're right there. If the server don't fix itself, then you just move to a new server and nothing happens. You just start playing. You pick up right where you left off.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Not
Working
too
on it.
bad. 130K. I'm about to start mining.
There you go.
Hauled all my mining gear from 18 to Crew L1, so now I don't have to pay for nothing.
There you go.
All right. So much for me going out to do one more, like, run before I get off.
Oh, you
and
ain't done yet. It's gonna put you right where you were, man. You ain't lose no time. That's a good thing.
Well, except for the server error time, 5 to 10 minutes.
Well,
I'm trying to go bit.
at least it didn't throw you all the way back to desktop.
It's done that to me before, where the game just completely shuts
And
down.
now
So
you gotta relog and then claim your ship. Look at all that time. You got this little bit of time is saving you time, right? So you're still losing time, but it ain't as much as it was. It's progress.
I've had this game completely shut down my PC before.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go. We're back.
There you go. That wasn't even 10 minutes.
Why is this? Wait, why is my guy dying?
You just wait, because even though you're back. Oh, did he run out of air or something?
I was in my ship, thank God. My pilot door still won't open. There we go. Okay, and I see my device still popping off. Thank you.
Is it still running, though?
Yes, sir. I see the big green light. It still says impossible.
Well, then, what was the problem in the rock? When you look at it with your mining laser? Is it instability? Is it what's the
Optimal rate plus 60%. Hold on.
read the rock?
What do you mean?
When you scan the rock with your mining laser, what's it say
Mhm.
over there? Not the material. Read the rock. What's it got? What's its mass?
Mass is 13,217.
Keep reading.
Resistance is 12, and instability is 53.59.
Okay, that's your problem.
It's too unstable?
Yep. That's what's making it impossible. So you need something that will take away that instability. They got gadgets for that too. Yours was to give like the green charge window when you're cracking the rock. That gave it a boost in that category, and I forget what the other boost was that you said.
Well, honestly,
that's still a good boost one that you got. That's still a good. That's more for boosting you when you're melting the rock. That doesn't going to take off any of that instability or that the other area.
yeah, I'm gonna go pick it up, and I'm honestly just gonna get off for the night, I think.
Bed log. That way, when you log back in, you're already in your prospector. You can just go right back out and start mining.
Did I turn the power off if I do that? Oh, why am I going into the rock?
Shut the engines off so you don't waste your gas.
Yeah, but then it just flew me right into the rock. I didn't do nothing. Okay, well, it just bounced off. We're good. All right.
You probably got
Nobody
damaged.
died.
But if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you should be able to just land, turn the engines off, go get in bed and log out if it's working for you.
Well, let's see. Sit, lie down. And you hold F, right, to see what the...
Yeah, and then you gotta look, and you'll see options to bedlog. Look to your left.
No, it just says get up.
Well, all right. What
But I can
about when
click
you?
on the bed.
Put it on your left hand shoulder.
No. Oh. No, it just says get up.
Hold F on that, and then it should bring up the or not hold. Yeah, hold F on that, and it should bring up the little wheel and
Pinwheel.
the option to log out.
Yeah, it says F plus this. Motherfucker. It's not letting me do it. Alright, I guess I do have to go back to the station. Great. Come on. Pilot door. Open, please. Please don't tell me we're getting another server error this. Thank you.
Oh, and then I forgot who it was. Somebody showed me today the actual maps that will show you how to drop out in the Aaron belt. Show you how far you got to fly before you need to drop out. Pretty cool. Should look at that. He posted them in industry. Definitely worth looking at.
I keep getting these Wake of Disaster things, and I've heard people saying that they're supposed to be rare.
No. It gives you a rare ship once you've done all the missions.
Oh, what does it give you?
A ship.
Which?
A
Okay.
fighter ship.
Oh, okay.
I can't tell you any of okay, it's not gonna get me to say, oh, it's this kind of ship, because I don't know. It's a ship. It's a fighter ship, and I don't know which one it is, and I know you get it from the mission. I've done some of the missions with the guys just because I didn't know what the hell they were doing. And then when they told me it was for a ship, I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Well, it's not that important to me because I'm a miner. But I think, forget what the ship is. Definitely talk to our fleet guys. They'll tell you what the fuck it is. If you want to if you want to get those missions done, ask our guys too, because they'll help you get them done. Because they are pretty hard.
My hangar isn't opening.
Alt N.
Yep, I already have the hangar. I'm looking right at it.
Server hanging up on you because you just got moved.
You gotta fly away from the hangar.
And then come back to it.
Come back, yeah. Fly away from the station.
Shit.
How far?
But I think either 10 or 20K, something like that.
I don't even know why I jumped. I came out in the rocks and then I took off jumping again. Talking to... Too busy talking and not playing.
Yeah, I know that request has already been granted, you fucker. Kind of the problem.
Shit. Why didn't it give me what I wanted?
Hey, it's the same hangar. Let's hope you guys actually opened it this time. I see light in my hangar.
Oh, dude, you just heard my issues. I just got fucking. I had the server crash right when I was about to land. So I was in the hangar just about to, strafe down to land and put my gear down and turn the ship off, but it server crashed. That server error, right? So then when it finally came back, it gave me a fucking uh, because I parking ticket for blocking. It's like, oh motherfucker, what the fuck, man? 5K. I know it ain't much, but it's still.
With something like that, they should allow us to dispute those, like some kind of a court thing. Your Honor, I logged out. I didn't mean to. I got 30K.
You know what? You're right. They could go right when you go to pay your fine. See, they could have put that on the fine thing, and then you could go up there and put it in, right? Like a little tick, like did the server crash on you and you lose your shit? But everybody will be clicking that. But it should be able to tell. All right, server did just recover. All these idiots just got dumped here, so yeah, he probably did. It's legit. Some of you have been playing for an hour. Oh, you've been here for an hour, dude. We ain't buying that shit.
Gonna refine some shit.
Alright. They keep flying past my jump drop. Try this one more time. Fucking
Oh, I forgot. I do have stuff in my prospector I gotta refine. So when it says CSCU, that's not a full, like, one SCU, is it?
No, it takes 100 centa to make a one SCU.
Okay. All right. With that, I'm out,
All right, good night, bud.
and I will see you tomorrow with my flight sticks.
Right, you're
Woohoo!
gonna have your sticks tomorrow. Woo! Hell yeah, you're gonna have fun tomorrow.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Later.
Bye bye.
Oh, I remember when mine showed up, man. Oh, I was so excited.
Oh yeah.
I actually put them together. It wasn't that hard, but still, I made it more personable, right? Putting them
Yep.
together and hooking them up, and then fucking set, get loading up the fucking programs and calibrating it, and then flying. Oh yeah, it was amazing. I highly recommend VKB to anybody.
That's what I'm gonna go to whenever this Logitech decides to die on me, if ever.
Oh, I really love them, man.
I've been flying with these for probably the last, I don't know, 4 years or so.
That's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
I mean, they've done
I've watched
well.
reviews on those sticks, and you know, it's like, holy cow! I dropped out lots of rocks. Uh, I think the response was off on them, and what was another issue? I think keeping it at zero, because sometimes it
Yeah, a
might
little stick
lift.
drift.
Yeah, it might lift up or drift down when you're just sitting there with your hands off the stick. I think that was the only issue.
I mean, I just adjust the dead zone.
Well, he probably
Problem
didn't
solved.
know that. He was just, I don't know what video. I watched a lot of videos on a bunch of different sticks. That's why I could even say what I just said. And I did. I'm like, all right, if I'm going to fucking waste my money, I better be doing it right. So I did study them. And I really wanted them purples because I love that thruster for that purple. It looks amazing. And of course, being a tech nerd, the Verpals being completely made out of steel and no
Yeah.
plastic, but everybody that has these fucking sticks have had no trouble with wear tear on the fucking plastic.
Now I've had to replace my uh thrustmasters a couple times. I
Or
will have to say that.
wore out the gears or whatever.
Well, it's always the Z-axis that's fucked up on the
The twist.
yeah, on the twist part.
And
That's always happened with these.
what's it do?
So
It just stopped
it
working?
just they start rotating slowly on their own.
Oh, so they like
So
stick?
yeah, it wears out. So and I've always used the throttle. I like the throttle concept, so I always use the throttle. But after this patch, now I'm dual sticks.
Oh, nice.
So I just started using dual sticks, and I actually got used to it pretty quick. So
So since you've used both, what's the comparison?
with the sticks, because of the decoupler, I'm able to follow targets a lot better now using dual sticks versus with the thruster. You had to use mainly just whatever settings you set with your fingertips, you know.
Right.
But now I'm able to twist and go side to side, up and down, you know, and follow targets a lot better using that left stick.
Hell yeah.
Um, so worked out a lot better.
See now
Just took some time to get used to. That's all.
that's I just got done talking about that purple thruster, you know.
Yeah, I liked it, you know, but I never used the thruster part where you push forward and pull backwards. I never used that. I always had there was a little deal on there where I just used my thumb to kind of give me my thrust and my my brake, you know.
Huh.
So I never really used that. because it takes too long from with these anyway. With the Thrustmaster, when you extend it forward to gain speed, it takes too long for it to react. So that's why I never used it like that. You
Huh.
know, on the
Well, I know, like with the VKBs, if you do that left-handed omni throttle,
yeah.
and you can essentially take the spring out of it and put a detent in it, and it'll just stay where you put it.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
So
this one was like a little bit of a drag, so that's why I never used it. But when this patch came out and you needed all the extra buttons to do everything else like precision targeting, and your decouple mode and things of that nature, I was like, okay, yeah, I needed a little bit more flexibility. So my left stick is the forward and backwards, pushing forward and pulling backwards is my acceleration and my thrust and my brake. And then the left and right is strafe left and right, and the twist is strafing up and down now.
yep. That's what mine
So
are.
yeah, so I
It's
like that a lot better.
it's
I was using a
amazing.
hat for that, on the throttle. I was using a hat for all my strafing capabilities.
Yeah, imagine
So
some of those moves you can do with the stick that you got now, right?
yeah,
Imagine
exactly. Hell yeah,
you need 5 fingers to pull it off on the
exactly.
keyboard.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
I'm gonna.
but for my basic little functions like landing gear, pulling up the map, Moby Glass, and things like that, I've got one of those stream decks, which I love the shit out of.
All right, I'm
You
gonna
know.
go reverse slightly and with a little diagonal down thrust and all
Yeah.
yeah, your fingers get twisted real quick trying to pull off some
Hell
of that.
yeah.
Now you just fucking do it. You got your ship just pull. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just nice.
I mean I can fly pretty decent with the fucking keyboard and mouse, but
I never tried, honestly. I tried using a controller when I very first started playing because I watched a guy on a stream one time and he was using an Xbox controller to do all his flight. He was doing pretty good, but once I committed to actually playing this game, I was like, no, I've got to get sticks.
hell yeah.
I mean, there's nothing like that experience, I think, I'm not putting down anyone that uses keyboard and mouse, but I just love the sticks. I love them.
Hello everyone.
My wife is here giving me a hug.
How are you? How's everything?
They're all having
Enjoying
fun.
live streaming of my husband.
I told them that that you're gonna play with us sometime.
Yeah.
They said cool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Girls can play this game too.
Oh, they definitely can.
Yep. Yep.
They definitely can.
Alright, let's see. That was true. Oh, that's right. Oh, fucking junk ass rock. Quartz. Hell yeah, I wanted to put her in a mining laser. Come on, honey, let's go mine. See, I should be able to scan this bitch at 6 kilometers and decide if I want to go to it or fly away from it. Suppose I could drive a little faster. No way. Alright, Mr. Rock, where are you at? And I don't know why I'm getting all this fucking torque imbalance. Oh, I see you. There we go. What do you got? Oops, give you this. What you got? Fuck am I getting all this torque imbalance from? I repaired my ship. Let me taste it. I love rice pudding. It's one of my favorite. You know how to make it? Give me some. My tummy's still a little whacked up from lunch today. Is it good?
It's okay. You like it? One more? More?
That's enough.
Max, is she feeding you?
Are you 5?
Very lucky dog.
Dude,
Here comes the airplane.
You heard her force that last one on me, right?
Oh man, don't get embarrassed now. It's
No.
already too late. We'd
No,
already
I'm
heard
not.
all of it.
I'm not
I'm
embarrassed.
committed.
There you go.
The first time I was in the Philippines, right?
Uh-huh.
They were worried because her cousin was on 30-day or 90-day fiance with a guy from Texas, right?
Oh man.
And,
Oh, really?
And this guy was a finicky eater. So they cooked him a pig with all the traditional, fixings to go along with it. And he didn't really want to eat anything, so they didn't really think, they didn't know how I would be. So here I was. I just fucking ate everything that she put in my mouth. But the problem is, I'm like a one time a day eater, and then a couple of snack periods. I don't really eat 3 times a day, right? So
Okay.
so these guys eat like 6 times a day. It's like, so you wake up and you just got done plowing breakfast and I'm stuffed, and they're like, oh, we're going to eat at a restaurant. What? We just ate breakfast. I'm full. I'm full. So they do a lot of eating. So they're, I'm full and they're still eating, but she wants me to taste something. So she all had this one where she's like, here, you want any more? No, one more bite, right? So she kept making me take one more bite, even if I said no. I still was forced to eat one more bite.
Oh man.
I always tell her, I said, I understand that one more bite. You want to get your men fat so they can't run away from you, right? uh,
Yeah, you're locked down for life. That's okay.
no, she's a good woman.
Yeah.
Most Filipino women are.
Yep. Yep. And then her mom was quite pleased that I was eating all their food. There was only one food that I didn't really, well, I didn't do the balut, right? I already know I'm not eating that. But they have this one vegetable. It's called bitter gourd. It's really sour. Well, it was sour to me. Bitter sour. You make it pucker up.
Oh wow.
But that was the only thing she put in my mouth. That as soon as I tasted it, I was like, no more of that. Right? I still chewed it up and swallowed it, but her mom was quite pleased that I ate everything that they put in front of me that they cooked. It was all delicious. Now you ain't gonna, get on a plane and fly all the way around the world just to eat fucking McDonald's, right?
Right.
You're gonna go over there and try their food. And walking down on market streets, they fire up the grills, cooking with real brisket, cold briskets and shit, or charcoal briskets, I mean. So they're all the food's being smoked with wood. Oh my God,
That's crazy. Yeah.
it smells so good. They're cooking fish and chicken and all kinds of shit, man. It's all over the place. All kinds of seafood. Yep. And you just so you got 10,000 smells all over the market just hitting your nose, and it's just server air. And it's cheap, dirt cheap. $5, you'd be set like you living like a king all day.
That's what's up. That's good.
They got just like, I love chicken skin, right?
Right.
You can buy just chicken skin right on a stick, barbecued,
Oh man.
Whatever way you could imagine, and they got really good barbecue sauce too. They use like a soda pop, so they'll do a root beer or a Sprite, and it's really tasty. Come on, server air, do your thing. Oh, you didn't lose. Some guy in chat crying. Oh, 30K, I'm gonna lose everything. He ain't losing shit. Not yet, we're not back. You might be back. I'm still server erroring over here. This chat is all AI generated, anyways.
I like that.
That was funny.
They're probably not that wrong either.
I got video evidence that I was in game playing. Well, I'm not playing right now. I'm waiting for my server error to clear up. Oh yeah, she can cook too, boy. She can cook. Let me tell you, fellas. They got this one noodle dish called Ponzit. It's just simple noodles, but they boil their noodles in soy.
Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah.
So it makes the noodles like a dingy brown, right? Because the soy.
I think I've seen that.
Yep, and it
Seen that. Yeah.
gives it a flavor, and then they put fucking name your meat. Throw any fucking meat you want in there, and then any vegetable you want in there, right? And that's pretty much
Yeah.
Ponzit. But it's fucking just basic, simple, and it tastes good. She's got several different noodle dishes that are absolutely amazing. We got all these different noodles that I've never even tried before. They're like, "What's this? Oh, it's a noodle." Oh, okay. We go to the Asian store shopping for her, so that's been a new experience. I didn't even know we had this shit around here. And then the thing that just seems astonishing, right, is I live in a city or a town that's like 22,000, right? Well, as soon as my wife gets here, she now knows all these Filipinas that live around us, right? It's like, where did you find all these people at? Now,
They got that Filipino radar, man.
hell yeah, man. So I mean, there is a lot of dudes, and some of them I know, right, that are married to Philippine women, and there's a lot of American dudes that are getting their wives from the Philippines because they want a real wife.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey, oh.
Anything big in the world of Star Citizen today?
Just us. Just us.
Waiting for them to drop this damn patch, dude.
Oh, well, yeah. I hope they got that. I hope they got so much fixed in there, man. I want to be able to have my buddy take my ore back in his C2 and be able to refine it for us or sell it for us. I want to be able to walk up to you and hit trade you like a grenade launcher for 50K or something. And it all takes place right in that little trade window. You put your 50K in, I put my grenade launcher. That would help the economy big time.
Yeah, I wish, dude. Fucking doubt it, though.
We'll see with the cargo shit. Hopefully they did a lot of work on it.
That's true. Think about that.
I'm hoping they touched up all of the fucking inventory shit, get it to click better than what it does, and let us use them cargo cans, Let us name them cargo cans so I can say, all right, here's all my rocket launchers, here's all my, rail guns. Not go, oh, here I got 50 cans. Well, let me see. I think it's in this can. Oh no, it's not this one. Maybe it's this one. I know I got it. I'm just out and about scanning, seeing if I can find any tasty treats. I think I just got something here. I'll take that Agresium. Alright, how close was
Not
I?
good, thanks. Oh my god, I just realized my son is sitting here making a pizza at 10 o'clock at night.
Does it smell good?
Yeah. He asked me if I wanted a slice, and I'm like, no.
Yeah. No, yeah. Have some good dreams.
Yeah, if I eat after a certain time, it's not going to be good for anybody.
Huh.
Systems activating. Systems on.
What do we got here? Challenging.
Thought about taking a hammerhead and going and fucking building a missile boat out of it.
A missile boat?
It has, what is it, 8 size 5 missile racks?
And what, in place of the turrets?
No. No, it's just what it has.
Oh man, could you see if all the turrets
Well,
would turn to
you can't fire the missiles from the captain's seat.
Yes, you.
No, it's the right seat is the missile.
When did they change that?
It's been like that, hasn't it?
No.
Unless they changed it recently. Last time I was in a hammerhead, that was a problem. And the last time I was in a hammerhead, you couldn't get in that ship and fly it for more than like 5 minutes without getting stuck in the chair and like having to log. So
Yeah,
they
we
could
use
have
it all the
messed with
time
that.
though. Paladin, we use it all the time. I
Oh,
don't
they
know
could have
about that
really messed
second
with it.
seat though, but yeah, I never heard
But
about the
both,
second seat being
both
Yeah, I
seats.
haven't heard that either.
Well, no, both seats you get stuck in and you have to get like bashed out of it.
or get?
Yeah.
But that was a while ago, like 2 years ago, probably like a year or two.
I haven't
Yeah,
had
with this
one
one missile
since.
load, you can have 1, 2, 3, 4. You can have 4 size 5 torpedoes, 8 times 4 Dominator 2s.
Yep. Go Dominator 2s with the electromagnetic missiles, definitely. That eats up shields. Big time. Get the shields down first and then launch torpedoes. Yeah. That's what I'm doing with my Connie right now. I'm putting Dominator 2s on the Connie.
Bigger constellation. Could it be?
Yeah.
Boat.
Well, that way it'll gives me 28 of those that I could fire. Connie's got 56 missiles on it already.
Size 2s, I think.
Split
Um,
between size 2s and size 1.
I think. Hold on, I'll tell you guys. Um,
Extraction mode on.
yeah, these are size 2s. And the launchers is size 4. And then the other ones are Strike Force. Yeah, they're all size 2s. But the launcher can fire up to size 4s. The MSD 442s, that's a size 4, up to size 4. Um, I'm over here at Orison upgrading all my shit now. With the right firepower and the components.
What ship?
For the Connie, the Corsair, my F8. You name it, whatever I got, I'm just right fitting everything right now as much as I can.
Did they show the Terrapin I love during 3?
Do you need a loadout for the Terrapin?
I'm just looking at it.
So I always use this one guy's page called Subliminal.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, he's got all those loadouts already pre-done. So
Gave it 2 size 2 shields. Bad. Still has no fucking quantum fuel though for being a scout ship. That's stupid. Scout ship like that thing and no fucking quantum fuel. Riddle me that. Like I.
Alright, just cracked that rock. Got me some agresium. Didn't damage myself. Everything seemed to be pretty decent there. That was alright. Yep, I'm gonna. If I blow my modules off, I'm gonna see if hitting the Alt K will allow me to put those modules back on. Because when you put the saddlebags on, you have to hit Alt K for the attachment, or.
Yep.
Okay. So you actually have to turn on Alt K, and then you can attach a bag back to it. And then once they're
and then
attached,
once you do it, you can hit OK again, and that way they'll stick.
They'll be attached.
Yep.
So I wonder if it's the same thing for your mining modules on your that we blow off when we're mining. Because if you could just put them fuckers right back on while you're mining, yeah, then it ain't so bad. But right now, if you blow your shit off, you gotta go back to base and put them on. If I've been doing it wrong the whole time, I'm gonna feel bad. Yeah, live and you learn. Come here, Rock, what you got?
Okay, this is weird. Found a what looks like the remnants of an old space station out here in her L1.
Huh.
I'm just out here looking for panels and whatnot to salvage, and I've run into this old busted up station. Looks like.
Can you explore it?
I don't know. I'm looking to see if there's an entrance. I don't think there is. Because it looks too small.
Y'all been onto the rec site there at Pyro?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, supposedly it's pretty cool. They got a massive jump gate wreck site.
Damn.
For salvaging?
No, it's just a massive monument. It's called the wreckage site.
From which battle?
I don't know. I don't know the lore behind it or whatever the issue is, but
I'll have to go check out Astropub and see what he has to say about it.
yeah. What's his name? Astro. What's his name?
Astropub, man, he knows everything about lore. He's pretty cool. He streams all the time, and he's always talking about the lore. Man, that fucking dude.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that this game was that steep in lore already.
Oh yeah. I mean, you got to remember this all goes back to like the Wing Commander days.
The lore in this game's back during like today's day and age.
It's a pretty trippy site, though. You guys gotta go check it out.
What is it?
It's called the Pyro Stanton Pyro Jump Gate, and then when you fly out there, you'll see a site that's called the Wreck Site or Pyro Wreck Site.
Oh yeah.
Regardless, it's a good station, man. It's got everything.
Yeah, you can't fuel there though.
Oh, you can't?
Nope.
Oh, well, it makes sense because, wow, you think with that being the last stop before you go into Pyro that you would be able to get fuel there.
Well, it's bugged, I think.
I think they
Yeah.
fixed that bug. Might want to check on.
No,
There
I
was
just saw a guy the other day. God, what's his name? Cyber War or whatever his name is. He just posted a video on Tuesday. He couldn't fuel there.
And, because, Pyro's ain't going to have any fuel other than what's hauled in by the player. So that's going to create a whole
Starfare.
Yep. And then I was hoping that they'd have that Odyssey so I could mine up some Quantanium and turn it into fuel. And I got the Expanse. Be able to fucking refine someday. I hope.
Well, that Orion should do that too, doesn't it?
Yep,
So-
the Orion, the Astra, and the Expanse are the only refining ships that I know of.
From what I hear,
Oh,
they're
wait
going
a
to do
minute.
that with the Galaxy too.
The Odyssey only refines Quantanium. From what I understand, it doesn't refine anything but Quantanium. And it's capable of mining just Quantanium, from what I understand.
That's cool.
Because it's an exploration ship, so you can go deep out and keep yourself filled up with gas and whatnot. But if you can, create enough fuel that you don't need any more, then hopefully you can offload it to a Starfarer.
Yeah, sell it for a premium.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, supposedly whenever they released the 100 different systems.
150.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna come out before I die, so.
I don't know. They're making pretty good progress right now. I think Pyro's going to give them the advantage to once they set that jump gate stuff up and they get it all worked out. And I think that'll be a good model for them to start grafting other systems in. I think it's just going to be a matter of plug and play after that point.
Hopefully.
As long as they have a large enough database, you won't run into the same issues that Elite Dangerous, No Man's Sky, Starfield, or whatever. They all got a regeneration problem because their database is too small. So you run into a redundancy, right? You've seen one planet, you've seen them all, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So the larger the fauna database, the animal database, the more that the planets the planet generation procedure has to draw from. So now you won't see the same thing on every planet. You might only see it on every fifth planet.
Right.
And I tell you what, there was a time when I wasn't sure who was going to be the king of the space game, because if Elite Dangerous could have pulled off walking on planets as well as Star Citizen did,
Yeah, seriously.
and their ships and stuff like that, as well as Star Citizen did, well, now they got the upper hand because they got a 1-for-1 of the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they a
So
lot of their shit. A lot of the shit they do on Elite Dangerous works really well. And
yeah,
when those guys were saying they were giving up on the game, they should have sold that shit to fucking CIG, which would have done great for us, you know. But I just exactly what you said. I don't like the fact that you can't, you know, walk around on planets really good and
but here's the thing. They're just starting to add it to the game. Give them some time to work on this shit because they already got the upper hand. They already got their fucking star system.
Elite
Eh,
Dangerous. The system that they or whatever they based that off of has been around since the Commodore 64 was out. Like they've had plenty of time.
Uh, what do you mean?
What was it based off of? It was
The
based off
Milky
of
Way, the Milky Way galaxy. It's a 1-for-1 of the Milky Way galaxy. What we know
The
at this
series has
time.
been out since the 80s.
Right, right.
Thank
But
Yeah.
the map is still the same because it's the Milky Way galaxy that we live in, right?
Yeah.
Now, the only thing that's changed from the 80s to now is we know more about what's out there than we did in the 80s, right? Because we've seen
Yeah.
more. So they could update like that thing. But here's the thing uh, walking on planets is something that's new, right? We didn't have the computing capability or the all the stuff to make that stuff possible. So like Eve Online back in the day, Eve attempted to make a first
I
person
remember that.
shooter, right? And
yeah.
then they tried to bring in walking on stations because they were
Yeah.
trying to
I remember that.
grow into what Star Citizen is now. Uh,
The community fucked that all up.
well, here's the thing. They could only do so much because of what our technology was capable of at the time. So now technology is greater. So now it seems like it's easy to walk on planets and to do all this stuff,
Well,
right?
it seems like every game is doing that. Every space game is
Yeah, but now you got.
procedural planets that are massive that you can walk on.
But here's the thing: Elite Dangerous started at the same time as Star Citizen. They just went a different avenue of
Yeah,
how they built their
it's
game.
more that game's more arcadey compared to
Right.
Star Citizen.
So now this back to my point before you cut me off is if the people just relax and give these guys the room to fucking make that game, because right now they're adding the walking on planets and walking on stations and in stations and all that stuff. Let them dial all that stuff in and then they can grow from there, right? They could potentially have a better game than Star Citizen.
I don't. I came from Elite Dangerous, and I don't see it. Yeah, it's on life support.
That's
Yeah.
because everybody's ignoring it right now.
Yeah, it just
No,
this
they lost so much of their development
I
team, and then
cannot get I
it's like
cannot be
Chris
flying
Roberts
around in these ships
walking
and
out of
then
it.
go back to Elite Dangerous
Like
and fly that shit.
imagine what Star Citizen would be like if Chris Roberts left. Was like,
Yep.
I'm just gonna make my company a publisher.
Kind of
That's
like the
all I care
Raiders
about.
when Al
Not as
Davis died. Yeah, yeah, I agree. If Chris Roberts wasn't here, yeah,
That's
this
why
would
I'm
be
because David
fantastic.
Braben left lead development of Elite Dangerous, and it was like that's when it died for me because I'm like, well, that was your baby, and you left it. Really?
Well,
Did you see something we didn't?
Yeah.
no, maybe he just wasn't allowed to do what he wanted to do
No, he's the
because.
CEO. He's the CEO of Frontier Developments,
Well,
but
now
he
hold
wanted
on.
to. But
It's
Elite Dangerous is
hold
is
on.
his
Do
Star
you know
Citizen.
how a company works? Are they sold on the market? Do they got
They are on the,
shares?
they are on a market.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
they have a
so
market share.
he's just speaking for the shareholders. If the shareholders told the
Yes.
COO to do this, the CEO is going to do what the shareholders. So yeah, it's him. He started all this, but he lost control when the market got more control over the game than he did.
True.
So if he had the 51% to say fuck you, this is the way we're doing it, well, then those people got a choice. They could say, "Fuck you, I'm selling my shares," right? Which is not good because they're instability in your shares ain't making you no money either. Because that's how you get money for development. Is I sell off some shares. I just acquired $300 million. Now I can develop this.
Yeah, I guess it just looked bad on my end, like seeing him walk away from it from a game that he cared so much about.
Well,
So I was like,
I think he still cares about it.
well, the people that he put on the chart on the team doesn't seem like it.
Well, you're sitting on the outside looking in. I can only imagine the stuff
Well,
that.
here, let me tell you. So the reason you want to hear their excuse on why they did the whole black screen loading thing to like from ship to planet and all
Yeah,
that.
go ahead.
Their excuse, straight from the development team of it, said after doing what you do in Star Citizen, not quote, but like basically get out of your seat, walk down the stairs, go out of your ship. He said that was gonna get boring the more you do it. It's gonna get tedious the more you do it. So they wanted it to be quick and fast. But it's not
Now here's
you're
the thing.
making the game, but it's not your place to say what's boring and what's not. It's your community.
That you got that. Both of those are very good points. So if
That's
they're
why that's
now
what pissed me off about
now
him.
here, okay, so now you got the load screen to get in your ship. That
Hmm.
doesn't mean they can't get rid of that shit later on, so you can
No,
just
but they're
walk up.
not.
It doesn't
They're
mean
not
they.
budging on it.
Well, you know,
From what it sounds like, is it's like that's a non-issue. Don't talk about it. Like
uh,
we've got other stuff to worry about.
well, they'll either sink or swim.
They're
What are we?
sinking.
What is this? Oh, Elite
Right?
Dangerous?
But
Yeah, they're
but I
sinking.
think
Oh
the
yeah, dead game. Lol.
right. But I think the community bailing on what they've done is a little premature. I think they should have backed them because they're putting mechanics into that game that were never there. Now, regardless if you got a load screen, right? Load screens are stupid. We'll all agree on that.
I guess.
I do agree with that guy's point because there's nothing more than the feature of bed logging. And the reason I like bed logging is because I could log off in an asteroid belt, or I could go out and do bunkers. And when I'm done with bunkers, I can log off in my bed. And if I want to log back in and start doing bunkers or start mining again, voila, I'm right there. I just skip that run from waking up in the
Like,
bed, running down to the lobby on the elevator, calling
yeah.
your ship. I just skipped all of that stuff that I've already done. Now, regardless of, I'm not bored with it, right? I just want to get to business quicker. That's the only reason. Now, it's not because I'm bored of that run. I just want to get to business quicker. So he's got a point, and there's going to be
We'll
people
see.
out there that
I
are
mean,
going to be like, I don't want to run all
well,
this
well, then
way.
they can do what Starfield actually does. It has a cockpit or board ship option, so you go straight to the cockpit, or you can run from your entrance all the way through your ship to the cockpit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Really
but
dangerous needs that.
Starfield,
that would
Really
be
the
Elite
dangerous.
cool.
Dangerous needs
downside to
to just cut
Starfield,
their losses and make a new
But
game.
they
Elite
should.
Or
Dangerous, I would sell it to someone that's actually
Yeah, so it's a
yeah,
Bethesda.
use the hardware and
Well,
advance with it. At least their shit
yeah.
works. Like when you're doing missions and all that good stuff, at least that shit does work.
It does.
Versus a lot of these, there's a lot of bugs in here. I know the potential of this game, but at least some of the shit that they're doing works. When they put
all
out
of it.
Odyssey, Odyssey was a good concept.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was a
The
good
way they
concept,
put it out though is
Look at
and
that.
it did work.
Look at
dark.
You
that
know,
deep fucking core mining on the fucking
exactly.
asteroids. That's
yeah, no, that's
epic,
cool.
man. That is like epic.
I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just
Right.
But
the
I'm
the
just saying,
development
but it's
team is holding it by a thread. Like it's like
well because they
okay,
gave up on it at some point, and then we'll go back to it now. Like that's the thing. They're indecisive.
Yeah, no,
I
they have like
invested in
5
the game. I
years.
invested in the game. I bought it. You know what I'm saying? I actually
Yeah,
bought the damn thing, but
they had
they
like
are
5 or 6
indecisive.
years of no content.
Yeah, like seriously. They were the
I've
ones.
got
I
the
think they
game
got
too,
scared
and
of this. I think they got scared of this and Starfield and all these other games, like that were showing some potential, and then we're like, well, we can't compete with that, so we'll stop.
Yeah.
It could
their
be.
latest
I
decision
mean,
too is
I would have been
dumb.
okay if they were competing with it, but they just stopped.
Yeah, they
Like,
just completely stopped.
I would have been okay
Now
if
they're
they were
selling
trying.
in-game ships for real money.
Yeah,
Too,
now they're
so it's
selling
like,
They're selling in-game ships for real money, just like Star Citizen.
And that's insulting. You know what I'm saying?
No,
That's the thing that pisses me off.
That's another thing that made me lose it. I was like, dude,
Yeah,
I'm not
that
playing.
pisses me
because
off.
there's no route of fucking the only route of progression in the game you have is your ships and your fucking wallet. That is literally it.
That is
so it's like, what
completely
the
it.
fuck is the point?
How much
So if you're
money?
gonna sell ships, the fuck's the point?
How much money is Star Citizen already brought in and spent just for the features that aren't even in the game yet, right? All of that R&D for like server meshing. That's a feature that we ain't even seen yet. But the company,
no game has ever seen that.
right? But the company worked on it, right? The technology to let us run through a ship and all that other stuff, right? Elite Dangerous didn't have that stuff, so they're going to need a lot of money that was more than what people were paying
You
by
have
buying.
to
Let
prove.
me finish my point. Is a lot
Okay.
of money, right? That people. Have, all right, you said you paid $40 for your add-on, right? That's $40 across 30,000 people, right? That's not going to give you the hundreds of millions of dollars that you need for the R&D to just give you the technology to put the ship that you could run through and do everything that we're already doing. So they tried to give you the most that they could, for the biggest bang for the buck that they had to work with. They tried to give you enough, and I thought the players should have just been a little bit more forgiving because they didn't have the hundreds of millions of dollars to throw at it like Star Citizen. And
They're
now,
the second best to Star Citizen
I
at the
know,
time. When
and
it
now
came out, they were
now
second best.
I thought that them going to the ship sales so that they can get the fucking money, so that they can hire the people to do the R&D and get the shit done to put it in the game. I think that was a move in the right direction. That would
I don't know
that
about
could
that.
save it. Now here's another.
They've generated $120 million since 2014. $35 million has been over the past 3 years. I don't think that point's founded.
Yeah, but hold on. 35 million to Chris Roberts. What? 100.
Okay, so hold on. So you're saying that they need to add server meshing to be able to do any features, and anything short of that is
No. What I'm saying is that the R&D for just server meshing, right? We don't know how much Chris Roberts spent on that and how much people that he, that manpower that was applied to that. So just think about the technology to run through our ship, open the door up, get in, get out, take off, and fly off, right? That technology is not in Elite Dangerous at this second. They would have to develop
And
that
whose
stuff.
fault is that?
Well,
yeah, it's literally
hold-
Frontier. So
hold-
they're missing one.
wait.
Hold on. You had your piece. Let other people talk.
Yeah, but the point, it's a
Let
long
other
way-
people talk.
But I've
hold
never
on,
finished
hold
the
on,
point,
calm
right?
down.
What's your point?
Calm down.
They got 100. How much? 150 million. You said.
About,
Okay, so they have to spread that out across all the gameplay. So each little department gets a bang or some money that they can work on their feature inside.
That's
the
also
game.
not the only game they've released, though. I think that's also a very important.
Okay, so
But nothing is.
now
nothing
you're saying that they
Frontier
should
has
pull
released
all the money
is
from all their
really
other
dangerous to
games and
scale.
only apply it to Elite
Max,
Dangerous, right?
No,
Let me
you're
ask
the
you this.
only
Real
one
quick,
saying that.
hold up, guys. Hold up. Let me ask you this one question. Max, how did Chris Roberts end up with $700 million for this game?
Because he sold chips.
Because he sold chips, right?
And
he
an
sold
idea.
chips that we wanted to fly,
And he
right?
but
He sold ships that we wanted to fly.
Right.
There's people in this every day, and every sale that pops up, they buy these ships. They even buy ships they don't even see yet.
What?
Why is that?
Yeah.
Because they want to fly it.
Because they want to be.
All
they
right.
want these kind of ships, right? No one wants to buy any of those fucked up ass ships in Elite Dangerous.
Well, now
And
I
the
mean,
listen,
difference
I'm
in
a
the
bit
math is
partial to some of
$700
those ships
million.
that I get.
look,
I love it.
you're asking
He's
me.
selling a dream, right? He's selling a dream that we
No,
haven't even
yeah.
seen successfully sold that dream.
So
When Elite Dangerous is not even bringing anything to the table at all
I
and
don't.
can't make.
Not anymore,
I
at
think
least.
You
They
know what
were
I'm
they were
I added a
competitive.
point
Here.
I've been trying to make for the past few minutes with
Go
what I
ahead.
was trying to say with the budget.
Go
So
ahead.
your story is that they don't have the budget Star Citizen has, so therefore people shouldn't compare them to Star Citizen. That's what I understand it to be, right?
I agree with that.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So here's my biggest thing. They've added content releases that let you walk around on the ground, walk around on space stations, walk around on the really big ships, the fleet carriers and shit. They have a fully rigged and modeled interior room of each of the starships that are custom made to that starship, ranging anywhere from a single cockpit to an entire combat bridge of an Anaconda. And everybody for fucking years has been begging them, at the very least, add us the ability to walk around inside of that room. And they have not done it, down to the point where there is a lead developer doing a press conference, and he says, we're not going to add that because nobody wants that, and the crowd audibly boos him in the background because everybody fucking wants that.
No, I hate
Hundreds of millions of dollars to add
listen.
one keybind and let you walk around that fucking room.
I understand. I understand. I understand those boos, right? And I'm not trying. I'm not trying to justify. But what I am justifying is they don't have the money that Star Citizen have for the
You're right.
R&D.
They don't.
And
They haven't.
But now, hopefully, these ship sales will allow them to have that maneuvering room, right? And
But it's not gonna work like
well,
Star
you
Citizen.
can be the Debbie Downer if you want. You know, people make bad. Look, if they want to stay in business, if they want to stay in business, you're not going to stay in business with a whole room full of customers booing you, right? So that motherfucker that's being Mr. Hardcore, I'm not going to fucking budge. He will not stay in business. His ass will be thrown out. Somebody that will make the change will step in.
That's exactly what's happening. Frontier development.
Okay, so
I will never buy a ship from Frontier Development.
Man, why not?
I would never buy that ship.
For what? What are you
They
buying?
don't
You're
compare
buying.
to this.
Hold on.
No,
What do you?
so wait.
Question.
So I
hold
know-
on.
Well, I know
What
what
do
they're
you
buying.
what do you buy? What do you own in Star Citizen? What is your ship that you own in Star Citizen?
Which one?
What do you own? Give me just something.
I own an Odyssey. I own a Vulture. I own a Expanse.
Okay, so why own multiple different ships?
Because they're multiple different reasons, and even
Exactly. They offer unique experiences between the lot of them, right? They are like really fucking different between the lot of them. It is not just different coats of paint on the exact same fucking experience over and over and over and over and over again.
Right, but listen.
So, hold on. I'm not done yet.
Facts.
Their revenue that I have listed is only their revenue generated directly in profit from Elite Dangerous.
Okay, so
not only do they have multiple major titles, including things like the Jurassic Park game series that they recently released.
So your cliches.
They're also a publicly traded company.
They
are on the stock market, and you can invest in them.
Yes. You can.
With their track record of not list, because nobody gave a fuck about the alien shit for years. They kept it going for like 10 fucking years.
Okay.
Nobody gave a shit.
Okay. So
And
how
they
can I
kept it
defend all
going.
that? How can
What?
I defend that?
Well,
Why are you defending a multi-million-dollar company?
I was just gonna say,
a
like,
multi-million-dollar company that has
you have a right to
that has
a stance
stockholders.
on
Do
that.
you think every stockholder agrees with what you just said? You got to get.
I would get. I mean, I don't.
I see.
How many
I see
people buy
stockholders?
their stocks based off of that or
Now-
not. My
now
point
listen,
is,
do you know what stock is?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why would you? Why is you as a company sell off stock?
Hold on, wait. I don't understand what this has to do with what
it
I
has
just
to do
said.
with a lot, because if I'm selling off stock, it's because I don't have the money to develop something. So I'm going to sell off this stock so that I got some money to develop something with, right? That is a public investment that helps me to create something to sell, right? And the hopes is that I buy back that stock so I keep all the control in my pocket, and it don't always work that way. But when you got a fucking 100,000 people that own a share of your company, you got to get all those people on board with what you just said, right? With what
No, you don't.
What do you mean you don't?
No, because that is not your generalized public stock. If you sell special, hold on. just because you own a generalized stock in a company does not mean you have a voice in the operation of said company. If you want a general voice in the operation of that company, you have to own a demanding share of it or a special stock. That special stock has to give you rights in that company.
And
they will only
who-
sell a certain number of those special stocks, upwards of like with the value of evaluation of this company, I
Who
would
do you
say
think
at
the
most like
ballers
10
are?
or 12.
Who do you think
What?
the ballers are? Do you think the ballers are the guys that
What?
don't get a vote, or do you think the ballers are the guys that get the vote?
The whales.
The whales.
The whales.
The whales.
Yeah.
Right? The whales get the vote. And if you got 50
do.
fucking whales, you got to get 50 whales on board with what you just said. And do you think that's going to be easy? No.
Yeah, in the finances of the company or in the fucking choice of your C-suite,
Right.
but they're not going to make a decision on the fucking development style of Elite Dangerous.
They don't give a shit about your game. They care about their
That's
return
my
on
point.
investment.
All I'm saying with what I have said thus far is that first of all, the evaluation of Frontier as a development team was way off. That was the point of me labeling the fact that they have a public trade option.
Right.
They have more than one game other than Elite Dangerous, and they've already made $150 million on one of their titles alone.
That's
the
just
only
one
thing I
title.
was trying to say, hold on, dude, you've been talking this whole time.
Yeah.
The only thing I have been trying to say with this entire fucking thing is that they are not a $150 million gaming studio. They are a massive gaming studio, probably somewhere generally close to what CIG has created, because CIG is still only the largest indie game development studio. They're still not on the AAA level, which Frontier is.
Yeah.
I really don't
Frontier's
understand.
public.
I really don't understand this conversation. Like, they've dropped the ball so much, so hard, and almost to the point where they've, by choice, killed their own game.
They did. I saw it.
But they
I
got
Like,
saw
it's
it.
horrible.
But you said they got $150 million to play with, so they got to pay off the stock investors.
No,
and
I
share
didn't.
the-
I said they generated $150 million in revenue.
Yeah, no,
Okay, that's
like,
$150 million in revenue. Now they got to pay their bills, right? Now that $150 million.
That $150 million in revenue is what is in the green.
Oh, so they got $150 million. So now you got to get your stock guys to say, yeah, let's spend all that hundred.
No, you are focusing on the wrong points.
Oh well, no.
I am
it's-
using that to paint a picture. The picture
And I
is
totally
this game
understand.
development studio could have added the features you say people should give them a break for not adding.
They could have.
When-
Yes, and they
had
just
a
didn't.
When
But they did.
when was they going to do that? Was they going to do that back in the beginning? Because they
I
started.
don't know.
They
Anytime
had-
from
they had-
2013
Now,
to
hold
now, when the game
They-
really like.
They, had
They
so many
started their
chances
game
to
at
do
the
Yes.
same time that Chris Roberts started Star Citizen.
Give or take, yeah.
They've had a finished product out there for way longer than Star Citizen's been finished. Here's
Well,
another difference
1.0,
between
but-
Chris Roberts doesn't have to answer to stockholders. So all that money that just got put into the kitty, he gets to say, "Yep, I'm going to put this much over here.
That
I'm
is a
going to
good
put
point.
that
I mean,
much
No,
over
it's not a
there."
good point. It's literally not a
most
good
of-
point.
Most of Chris's money is from the backers.
You're
not
trying
the
to
stock-
compare
stock
apples to
market.
oranges, man. You
I'm
got-
not comparing Star Citizen to fucking Elite Dangerous. They are apples and oranges. I am saying that Frontier Game Development Studios is not the little person in this conversation.
Oh, listen.
That is my entire thing. That everybody in the fucking player realm, because I have like 1,000 hours in that fucking
Me
game,
too.
waiting on Star Citizen.
Me too.
And they fucking don't add the features that their community wants and have shut that game
They don't-
down themselves.
Okay.
No, they
Here- now,
shot it in the foot.
Here's another one of my points. I think people demand too much sometimes. Now, sometimes they're justified, right?
Wow.
Right now, hold on. Look,
You dirty consumer wanting
Wow.
now listen. Listen.
How dare you get your value out of
things.
the
Take your
game?
medicine.
But
All your money
sometimes,
into it.
look. Have you ever asked for too much because of a company that can't give it to you yet because the technology
Oh
is
my
not
God.
there? Because
What are you talking about?
Star Citizen
look,
was doing it
look,
at the same time
Look,
as Elite
back,
Dangerous. They just
back,
dropped the ball.
I just
and
got
didn't
done
listen.
bringing up Eve, right? They tried to incorporate walking-in stations and all this stuff that we
It
got
would've
now.
been great.
These are all new technologies. You know what happened to their technology? They fried fucking people's computers, right? So,
Yeah.
right? They tried to go where Star Citizen is, and they failed. So, you know, they not Star Citizen, but Elite Dangerous took the best options to give everybody a game at the time, and they gave them a wonderful game that's very deep and it's very complex and it's got a lot of good gameplay. Yes, it only has like 16 fucking ships. You know, I understand all your complaints because I agree with them, right? But I think that they didn't have the money to play with like the other guys got, right? And if there was just one guy that got all those donations, if that guy that started Elite Dangerous went down the same route that Chris Roberts did, what do you think Elite Dangerous would have been like if nobody was there
You
to
keep
say?
saying they didn't get the same kind of money as Star Citizen, and I keep asking you why.
Because
It's not because there wasn't an opportunity. It's because they didn't put out anything anybody wanted to buy.
Exactly, because they didn't create a market for it. They could have.
Nobody would buy those fucking ships. They are selling them now, and nobody wants to buy that ship.
Case in point, there is a game that plays a lot like Elite Dangerous, but you can get out on stations, get out in your ship. It's an indie game. They've generated $14 million. It's called X4 Foundations.
Yep, X4.
It's fucking fantastic. The idea that $150 million is not enough money to make a fucking game is ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. I've been following it since 2014, and I've seen everything.
Like, it's the 4th game in its series, and they keep upping the bar to new fucking heights every time they do a release. It's absolutely fantastic.
I love that game, but it's not.
Yeah, like I don't understand.
Hold
on. I'm a little fucking like perturbed by this conversation because it's like we can't. What as consumer, like we're demanding too fucking much. Like, shut up, take your medicine. Like, what the fuck? Like, no.
Let me give you my money, and I want.
Let's not put it like that, right? This is what
you said.
No, I didn't tell you to shut the fuck up. When did I tell you to shut the fuck up?
No, you said you're.
No, it was a metaphor. Jesus.
My metaphor wasn't to tell you to shut the fuck up.
No,
So-
I wasn't saying
so
you were talking to me. The metaphor was shut up and take your. Never mind.
No, what I think is we demand too much and we don't understand the technology yet, right? So, look at Star Citizen is still working on server meshing. They've been working on it how long, right? The features to get onto the ship, we don't know how long or how much.
I need
R&D.
server meshing to do ship interiors.
Well, yeah, but still, it's technology, right? The technology, if it was readily available, there'd be
It is.
one. Where's the 100,000 companies putting it out? Because I don't
Star
see.
Citizen.
I don't
Okay,
see.
here's what I will reiterate as what I said earlier.
Look, just
The
because
interiors of ships that are modeled in the game right now that are already
X4.
fully rigged,
X4.
not X4, Elite.
Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous.
Okay.
The cabins, like, let's say,
But
have
you
you
guys
ever
are
flown an
tired of those
Anaconda and
ships.
turned around
You're tired
and
of
seen
the
the massive
Anaconda.
room you're in?
You guys are
Dude,
tired
I had
of the
dreams
Anaconda.
of that shit.
You're tired of the
dreams of
Anaconda.
that.
You want.
I don't
new
even know
ships.
what's being said anymore. Hold on. Have you ever flown an Anaconda
Yes.
in fucking... Yes, and you've turned around and seen the massive room you're in?
Yeah.
Why don't they add a keybind that lets you walk around in that fucking room?
Good question.
VR.
Good.
You can do it in VR. Thank you.
Because I'm
But I'll
not.
go
I'm
buy.
not.
We'll
I'm
have to
not
go buy a
saying.
$400 headset.
I'm not
to do
saying that they shouldn't be doing that. I'm agreeing with all the shit that
Yeah.
you want, right? I agree with all the shit you want. I just
That's
think
all anybody ever wanted.
I just think we need to be more patient. Because
Well, the game's only been out since 2014. What's another 10 years?
You wanna know what
because
I will tell you what
okay,
patience
we'll go back to that thing again because they didn't do no R&D on the technology that so they got to
They
do
should
the
have.
R&D.
They lost out.
Oh, well, yeah, you know what? They lost out, but that's hindsight. But you've had a game, a polished game, a finished game that's worked with a lot of details, a lot of stuff. Yes, it only got like 16 ships. Yes, they should have gave us, instead of giving us the 16 ships, just engineered a variety of different ways for sale. They should have come out with all new ships.
Hold on. Let's also build off of that where you're like a complete game that's fully fleshed out and awesome to play.
Yeah.
I will give you the performance is cool. I will give you that it's a mile wide in the sense of you can go anywhere,
Right.
do anything.
No, it's.
However,
like
and this is the biggest but, and I feel like I am really backed in saying this, that game is an inch thick.
It is.
It-
I
the
used to
depth
defend
of stuff-
the hell out of that game, but then I
Yes,
was like,
it is
dude,
an inch thick. It is a mile wide.
It's,
There are about
as
10
deep as,
total
as wide as
missions.
an ocean, as deep as a puddle. So
There is about 10 total missions in that game. The rest of them are repeats of those 10.
yeah.
The entire game is getting your money up so you can get a ship, and then you can go on the other side of the fucking system so you can engineer said ship and then go do the same 10 missions better.
Yep, the redundancy.
That is all it is.
Yep.
That's it.
And
Like-
Now, whose fault is that? It's not the R&D department. It's just
Hold
lacking
on.
being
No.
completely
it's
lazy.
it's
Now,
development.
okay,
Yeah.
That's
now
being
listen.
completely lazy.
For slight defending, I would like to say this: that a lot of games that use the procedural generation are running into that problem that you guys just
Yeah.
discussed. And I just said it's because they have to keep adding to their database of fauna and rocks and trees and everything.
Ain't no fauna in fucking Elite Dangerous. You got rocks, and fucking sand.
Yep.
No, there's flora. There's
Right.
flora.
Yeah, they got to add all that shit, man. But
Yeah, when
There's
you
no
get down there,
light
it's not like
other
you're gonna
than
go down there and find a fucking forest. You're gonna go down there, find one plant that you get
Right.
to scan, and then leave.
But they need to fucking add it so you can go down there and do exactly what you just said.
Like, finally, a cool fucking Earth-like planet that I get to scan for resources.
No,
There
my
are.
thing
Let's
is-
go down there. Oh no, I can't do that. Like,
My thing is Star Citizen is doing it and actually listening, and they just this what was it? The hare and the tortoise. So
not even the
Star
hare and the
Citizen took it.
tortoise. It's just two
Well,
fucking turtles racing
they
against each other. One's retarded and one's stupid.
Star
Like,
Citizen's
that's
just
what it
taking
is.
the time and actually got their things.
Server
in a
meshing
row.
isn't even new technology. It's not
They-
new. It's been around since the fucking 90s. But this is
Elite
the
Dangerous just
first
doesn't
time
care.
that it has been used in this sense of application in a 3D game. There have been games that have utilized server meshing in a, like, what's that called when the camera's looking down? It's a
Top
what's that?
down.
Yeah, but there's a name for it. I don't remember what it is.
Well,
Omnimetric or
that-
some bullshit
yeah.
like that. I don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's like it's only working in
Games like that have used server meshing.
Yeah.
It's the first time.
web page based games. That
Yes,
are like
this is the
script,
first
yeah.
time
But now
that
you're trying to
dynamic server meshing has been implemented on a scale at this size.
Exactly.
That's what the fucking research and development is. And I don't even think
And-
research and development is a proper name for it. It's just
and-
fucking coding.
Right, but look at there's many companies that tried this shit and failed, so it's obviously not as easy as you.
Who tried this shit and failed?
Eve
other
Online.
than Elite.
Eve Online tried and failed. They tried to do they had a first-person shooter called Dust, and then they
Yeah,
had
I played it. It was ass.
right, but then they had walking in stations, and that was supposed to tie.
I remember that.
That was supposed to tie all their game even to turn it into something like what Star Citizen is now. Walking in your ship, walking on planets and stuff like that. Dust was the first time ever that a first-person console game could talk to people on computers playing Eve and get an airstrike from a different game.
Really? That was the first crossplay?
That was a fucking.
Oh,
That was
that's
a
actually
feature
really
that
cool.
actually fucking worked, right? So they were trying and they failed. They blew up people's computers with walking in station, right? It failed that
Jeez.
fucking bad. So they tried, and what was their reason? Because the technology to do that kind of stuff just wasn't there at the time. So the stuff is starting to come into effect now, and I think that Elite Dangerous used the technology that was capable at the time to give everybody a decent game. And
they
now
they
they're
could.
trying, and now everybody is
They
seeing.
could.
Now everybody is seeing the future, and they want the future in Elite Dangerous. And Elite Dangerous is trying to add the future, and they just don't have the technology yet or the money to become.
They don't have the.
the
They
Star
don't have like.
Citizen.
Have the player
They
count.
don't have the gusto to do it either. They don't care.
Well, that's because they got people saying yes or no. You can spend this money. Star
No,
Citizen.
no,
has-
they don't.
Yeah. All right. All right. If you don't.
Elite
think this-
Dangerous doesn't have. They don't have the. They don't have the morale in the development room to be like,
I don't know.
yeah, let's go do this.
I'm pretty sure the
Like that-
stockholders still do tell the CEO what to do.
That's not how that works, but all right.
I mean, I will agree that money talks, so there's probably an unofficial sense of that. Like, hey, I'll just sell my stock if you don't do this.
Yeah.
If you're a big stockholder, I guess you could have some sway. Like, dude,
Fuck,
I'm
if
gonna
I was a
I'm gonna sell
stockholder,
20% of this. Well, it's like if you have 20% of a company, or like 10% of it, and you sell that, you just lost all of that.
Yeah, if Rupert Murdoch
So it's
wants
like,
you to do
I
something.
could see an unofficial sense of like calling up David and being like, "Hey, I hold so much of this and I don't see anything going on. Fix it or I'm leaving." Like, I could see that, but not in an official, like, they don't have a way. They don't have air quote rights as stockholders. to like make a company do something, but I feel like money talks.
Yep.
So I think that's how it would work. But they don't care. That development team doesn't care
No, they
anymore.
don't give a shit. As
No, they're
fucking
just milking
case
that
in
game
point
until
is
it's
the fucking
gone.
roadmap of their past development.
Yeah,
They don't care. Like they haven't cared in fucking years.
Yep. And they've told us as much.
Yes, like
yeah,
Yeah, if
basically.
you got a whole crowd of people, your customers booing you, that's fucking. that's
Well, and the fact that
that's
they
your
say
that's your
because they're
money.
they say
lying.
what
He's
they
literally
say.
lying to their face, saying these
Yeah.
guys don't want that, and they literally are behind him, like, yes, we fucking do. Like,
We want
And
it.
they tell
Yeah.
and they tell us what's boring. Excuse me.
Right. It wasn't like it was just a couple people in the audience
It's not
heckling
your.
and booing.
It's not like you're making the game, but you're making it for a community. You're not making it for your development team.
So if he was asking everybody to pretty much raise their hand if they agreed or disagreed with you at that point, I think everybody in the room just fucking raised their hand against you.
Or just leave.
Right.
If I would have heard that, I would have left.
And
I'm like,
you know
okay.
what? That's funny you said that because in EVE Online, there was a developer that had that same kind of smug fucking personality that
God.
we're doing it this way. Fuck you, you know.
looking
Yeah.
at you,
Yeah.
Knight Rider.
So yeah, I get what you're saying there. Them kind of personalities rub everybody wrong.
But it's like it's most of that team, that development team. Like the sentiment between them is like, we're making our game our way. If you don't like it, there's others.
Yeah, okay.
And
Then most people end up picking up their shit and going, all right, then bye.
Yep.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, look at the player base of Elite Dangerous on Steam. It's like 3,000 or 4,000. Consider
They're just
like, a
so
little
out of
bit.
touch with their fucking player base.
Like no, and the only thing I will agree is the armor is cool. The armor for your person is cool, and the
Yeah,
ships
no,
are
that's
cool,
pretty
and
dope.
like the gameplay is okay. It's just I don't like the
It's
development
redundant.
team.
That's all
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just
And a
boring.
lot of
it's
this has been
superficial as
redundant
fuck.
for a while, and then
There's
they've
something
added
about Star
things.
Citizen that's different though. Like it's got its own charm to it.
Yeah.
Well, I
Elite
think
Dangerous
there's
has
a
it,
point
but
to be
it's
made in that
basic.
though. Like, as far as content goes and what you can do, personally, I would say Star Citizen is probably not the mile-wide ocean that we talk
No.
about with fucking
Oh,
Elite
no.
Dangerous.
It's
But it's
thinnest.
thick as fuck. You could dive in it. You could really get lost in what you're doing in that game. I really don't think you can do that in Elite
It's
Dangerous. So
immersive as
in
hell.
a
Elite
lot
Dangerous
of ways,
like that.
in a lot of ways, you find out that Star Citizen with only one star system is 10 times the fucking game Elite is.
Yeah, you're not.
And then
gonna
you go
do-
even farther than that, and you realize that with the current roadmap, this time next year, there's a real possibility we don't just have 2-star systems. We're gonna have 5.
Did you guys get in on the Iron Dome thing that we set
No,
up?
I
as
usually
an org?
don't.
See that you can't do that in Elite Dangerous.
You got to get in on
That
that
flight model's
because it's
awful-ish.
so fucking fun, right? You should do it just to do it if you can. I had so much fun doing that, but just imagine doing that because they don't know what we know, so we see this stuff, we've done this stuff, so we go like, imagine being able to do the fucking Iron Curtain thing that we had as an org and doing that in Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants. They don't understand that because they're caught up in their own world. Obviously, if they're gonna fucking stand in front of an audience that's booing them and not even budge an inch, that's fucking just stupidity. Business wise, that's stupidity because you guys, us, after all, are the ones that are spending the money. And as much as we just got done disagreeing, we still agree on one thing: we'd like to see fucking Elite Dangerous become something more than what it is. There's truth in that agreement.
I think the corporate office in that company will end up shutting that game down before it has the chance to do anything. I'm waiting for them to just cut their losses and come out with some sort of fucking Reddit leak post that says they're working on Elite Dangerous 2, and then they have enough reason to just quit the fucking game entirely. They will do it. And just once the door opens enough, because that is the only thing that will regenerate enough hype for that game series to actually make a monetary incentive for them to want to actually develop the game in a way that would matter.
You know what we might not know? that might be the only way to incorporate all this technology into that game is to start over from scratch. Maybe the
Well,
coding,
they
maybe
still could.
yeah,
They still
maybe the
could do it
coding. I
early.
don't know shit. I'm only speculating. Maybe the
I mean,
coding won't jive with the new coding, or the old coding won't jive
Maybe.
with the new coding. Is what I'm thinking. Because
we can walk around on the ground, but if
yeah,
you try to walk around inside the ship that's already modeled, then the game put.
gets funky.
I don't
It's
see.
it still gets
I just
janky in
think they're a bunch
Star
of corporate
Citizen.
assholes.
I agree. I agree, and I think Chris Roberts has an advantage because he's not answering to anybody. Well, he's got one person that he has to answer to, but outside of that, he doesn't have to answer to anybody. And that was just made aware of that somebody found out about looking because they like to look at the fucking the records, the public records on the numbers, and he found that somebody made, I don't know, a $50 million investment, and one of the perks of the investment was that he had to have X, Y, and Z done by a certain time, and the speculation is that's why Chris is hurling at light speed now because he has to get to a certain expectation, or else the whaler's going to get paid or something. I don't know. I have to find that video and show it to you guys. It's a pretty good video. But they go through all the publicly released documents and they show this on paper. It's like, oh, okay. So he's got a big ass whale that has a little pull, from what I understand. But that's just one.
Yeah.
One.
Didn't he invest like 50 million or something like that?
Yeah, that's what I think it was, like 50 mil or whatever. And so he's got some expectation clause, supposedly, that could be pushing the direction in a positive way.
His clause, he gets to play the full game release before he dies.
No, he had to be. The game had to be to a certain point by a certain time. You know, if I'm going to invest this money, I want progress, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Or else, what do I get if you don't have progress?
Yeah.
You're not just going to take my money and just, work 5 minutes a day on it, are you? So there's that. There's a lot of stuff going on when it takes money to make something work.
Well, all I know is if Chris Roberts disappears all of a sudden, look at.
Well, think about this. Look at the failures we're facing right now because of coders have left because Roberts wouldn't give them more money, right? The merchant man, right, got set back because the whole team left. So
that sucks.
Yeah, exactly. So and that happened because of the time it took to develop other systems that he wanted to add to this game to make it the vision that he presented us in the beginning.